Bonfire Banter, we're back.
All right.
This little rap party episode, we're celebrating a change of era. We are going to be moving from Rob's place to this lakeside property. We're gonna be moving from here to this shabby garage I got. But yeah, we're super excited.
Lake Brown is very important.
Oh, I agree. We were just fishing out. The stuff we're cooking tonight just came out of Lake Brown. So it's going to be real tasty show. We got Matt Kassane back out here today.
Hey, everybody. How are you guys?
Matt Kassane's back out. We're super excited.
I'm going to miss being in the backyard here, especially when we're dropping F-bombs left and right, and there's children over here on the play set, on the swing sets. I'm going to miss that.
You know, you got to raise the kids as a village, you know?
Yeah.
We all have a part in this.
Because you do the show on the weekends, and I get to see, Monday, the school calls the parents. Little Billy's, swearing a lot. Can you explain that? He was a nice kid about a week ago. What happened? Bonfire Banter was taping last weekend, so, yeah.
Got a little weird. Mike Stricker's back on.
Hey, and we've got the live band, the death metal band.
Death metal
playing
today.
later.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Even
right
better.
in the middle of a Sunday. What was that? You're talking about something effigy related? I don't know. Anyways.
Burned in effigy.
Mike Stricker's back on. Mike Stricker, look at this guy. He's the
hardest working man in showbiz.
This guy has the hardest working show on Bonfire Banter. He's got to come out here and taste beers every time we get these free beers from more brewing companies. So
I mean, I'd say I'm gonna miss this place, but if your place is better, I probably won't.
Yeah, no, exactly, right? Screw this place.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't know.
Screw Rob too. You know? And we have a new guest on, Dave Perez.
Dave Perez.
He's coming out all the way from Elmhurst.
Thank you. I want some timeshare here for that lakefront property.
Yeah, if you want some.
I want timeshare.
Absolutely. I mean, we would always sell you 2, unless you really want 3 weekends, but it really depends.
If I had his money, I'd get it monthly.
I was on, just a little thing, I was on Dave's show twice, the Dave Perez show. We shot one at Comcast Studios in Glendale Heights or whatever.
Mount Prospect.
Mount Prospect. And then I was also one we did an on location shoot in Hinsdale. What was the name of the restaurant we went to?
Page's Restaurant. Awesome little diner.
Yeah.
Small. It's cool.
That was very cool.
Hinsdale, you said?
Hinsdale, right by the train tracks.
You had some celebrity guests. You had Steve Pavlik, who's a regular on Shameless.
All 10 years.
Yeah, and
he was the stand-in for William H. Macy.
Yeah, but he also had some parts.
He had parts and roles in it too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
And then the chick that was the makeup chick,
Angela Freiss, who was married to the soup Nazi.
She's
really?
Yeah.
How about that?
That's hilarious.
How about that?
And I'm like, no more show for you. No more show for you.
There was he went out there and was like, the soup Nazi? I loved him forever.
But she did goat.
My favorite Seinfeld character.
She did goat yoga. Yeah. I'm like, goat yoga. I mean, I have enough women walking on my back. I don't need a goat. You know, I mean, come on. So thank you for having me here.
Absolutely.
I
you want to
enjoyed
drink
being
some
here.
beer with us?
Okay, just a little.
Just a tiny bit of beer? Okay. We're going to talk to Mike about these for a second, because Mike did a little bit of background knowledge, but this is our Kenilworth. This is 4.9 ABV, and it's a Kolsch?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
So what do you know about this, Mike?
Yeah, sounds like a radio
here's
person.
Here's the first thing I want to throw out there. More brewing company. I looked up on your website on my phone. You can't actually click on the detailed beer description. So you see the first sentence, and then it gets cut off. So I couldn't see if there were any flavor profiles on these. But knowing beer like I do, I know that this one should be a crusher. This should be the one that gets you the DUI. So.
Well, I just got DOT'd as a driver.
We
kind of looks like my urine sample, but I'm sure it tastes good.
If you drink a lot of it, you'll need to drink more of it to get the DUI.
Yes, not this much.
Yeah.
All right, out
this
there.
This is not a DUI.
We do not
Lovely aroma.
No.
All right, let's try this out. Cheers, everybody.
Salud.
The rap show.
Salud.
Vendetta.
There we go.
Nostrovia.
I was there once.
This is good.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, it is.
You guys, how I have my pinky out when I drink like that?
Pinky out.
I think we should all have our
You're
pinkies
gonna have to
out.
give me more cups then, or we could just do not be. Wow. Okay, you go. Not do that. There you go. It's just a little bit. You need 2.
That's funny, right? My
All right, okay.
my ex-wife will kiss a dog on the lips, but she won't drink out of my cup. What the hell?
I think that says more about you than you're right.
Hey, I took the hint.
All right, so 1 to 10 scale with decimal points, Matt. Go.
Well, let me ask you first of all,
Yes.
what are they going for with this one? Was this because last time
They're trying to make tasty beers, Matt.
last time you had the raspberry infused beer,
Yeah.
and I made the joke. What was it called again?
Oh, jeez,
It was
really hurt me.
raspberry passion.
Something
and that's
along
what I
those
said that wasn't that what Lucille Ball used to call her vagina, raspberry passion.
Yeah, I do remember the vagina jokes.
Yeah, I had to use it again because I had no jokes ready for this one. So.
That's what we're doing. This show is kind of like a clip show, regurgitating things because none of us had any idea what to do.
You know what? I don't know about the taste, but I will say that it definitely is the most urine-looking beer I've ever seen in my life.
If you were going to pee into this glass right now and then drink it,
that was my urine sample
It is
when I had to
definitely the
drop.
most.
Look at yours.
That's what it
Very
was.
true.
I'm not crazy about this one. Again, more brewing companies.
to
It's
be
like
honest.
it's about 2 blocks away from me, and I don't want them to put out a hit
They have
on
a lot
me.
of different beers, man. It's okay. You don't got to like them all.
It's not doing anything for me. It's just not. I on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it about a 5.
5.
It's it's drinkable, but I don't dig it.
Well,
I'm not digging
not
it.
going to go back for it.
No, I'm
Like
going.
Stricker.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw it out there. I did finish mine real quick. Of the beers
Would you like another taste?
No, no. I don't like it.
Just
that
give him the
much.
can.
No, we've had a few beers on the show over time. I think this has been one of the easiest ones to drink for sure. I mean, it's what they're going for. The Kolsch, easy drinking. You know, just slam them down. It's getting nice outside. That's what they're going for. If I had to come up with a pun name for this, I'm giving breweries ideas for pun names for the beers.
I like
this. Could be the Mary Kate and Ashley Kolschen. That's what I'm going with. I think that would be a great name for a Kolsch.
Cheers.
Why hasn't anyone done that one yet?
Good one.
I like this.
I don't know. The aftertaste is a little like old man lagery to me.
Okay.
Like, I don't know that.
So it's kind of like gives you that Bob Saget vibe from.
It kind of gives you the Miller High Life like
Rest
aftertaste
in peace,
where it's
Bob.
like I have menthols and I hit my kids kind of thing. Going on. So I'll go 6.7 on this one.
Okay.
6.7.
6.7, not bad.
Wow.
Dave.
Hey, I got to ask first off, how did you get Lucy's pussy into this? I mean,
Lucy.
I thought Lucy's pussy was Ricky. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bada boom. No,
By the way,
you know-
Dave and I are available for children's parties.
yes, and bar mitzvahs and circumcision stuff, whatever. You know what? I like it.
Stuff.
And stuff. You know what I'm talking about over here. What alcohol content is this? Do you know?
This is 4.9. So
Okay,
it's a light drinker, yeah.
Yeah, no. You know what? I'm not. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It does look like urine, but I like urine.
It does look like here.
It's okay.
It's a 1 to 10 scale with decimal points.
With decimal points.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I would probably say 7.935.
Wow, you gave us like the 1,000th there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever gotten that detail.
I would drink this when I go there because I'm going to visit it. I haven't been there yet, but when I do,
Which, by the way, that number is the square root of Lucy's clit.
there we go. No, everything goes back to her vagina.
All right, I'm going to give you my beer review.
There we go.
The Peacock here. As always,
What a
didn't
classy
introduce myself. Here we go. I really like this beer. It is easy drinking. I think you could
Yes.
sit back on a patio and crush these, like he said. Call an Uber afterwards. I'm giving this an 8.2, though. I would drink these. It's not too powerful. Some of the stuff I've drank over there is too much flavor, and it's like, I could drink one of these, but I couldn't drink like multiple of these, you know?
Yeah.
This I could drink multiple of
I
personally.
could drink that size.
But let's move on to the next one here. Let's
Yes.
see what we
All
got
right.
here. Do you guys want to go with the, what'd you say?
Any spice on that?
This? No, not really. Do you want to come
Yeah,
take a little
smooth.
sip?
It's
Come over here.
smooth.
And then Rob and Mike, actually, what do you guys think about this one? Hey, you guys
yeah,
took
right.
some. You were supposed to be trying it.
So
In the meantime, we'll get Lubin a little sample, too. Yes.
you know, I'm
Why
not
didn't
gonna
I
wait.
come up with that one. I'm gonna steal that one day.
I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm going. I'm like mad. I'm going to 5 on that.
5?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
I don't know what's
It's
going on.
it's not. It's easy to drink, but
That aftertaste, right?
it's got an aftertaste, and it just doesn't got anything that is rewarding. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Go back by them then.
And for
Oh, wait,
more
Mike, what
brewing
does
companies,
Mike
if you're
think?
watching
Hey,
this,
Mike-
book me to perform at your brewery, and you might get some better scores. The beer has to be good too, but
yeah, just,
try
just,
me. I don't give a
just
shit.
pay us off. Come on.
Michael Lubin wants to give his couple, two cents back over there on this.
Go ahead.
So somehow Mike came up.
Common cultures have a little spice at the back end. This is more for like summer pounding beers.
Okay, yeah.
This has spice. If you taste it again, at the back of your palate should have more spice. There's like a tingling. That's the spice that's kicking in. Try it again.
Wow, you guys are connoisseurs.
Yeah, this guy, he knows most about beer and this kind of stuff.
My uncle was a connoisseur. Willie
All right,
the wino.
All right, we're going to go to number 2, though.
Did you invite
This one-
Fred and Ethel?
This is a heavy boy now. This is a 7 ABV. So be careful, boys and girls. This is Westline. Okay, do you remember anything about the Westline?
I don't.
I got
Okay,
mugged on
Westline is called Westline, and there's no descriptor on here. It's Westline.
It's a American wheat ale. I looked it up. It's
American wheat ale. Cool.
American wheat
Cool.
ale.
I think their tagline should be Westline.
It's got
If you
that.
drink this, if you drink this, you will make out with a homeless guy.
I think that's good.
I don't
You'll
need-
make out with
I don't
a
need that
homeless
to do
guy.
that.
Who has
It
it?
has
Come
a
on.
hint of
Yeah.
cyanide taste.
All right, let's check.
Sign it. Let's get a couple logs on this. Slowly roasting.
All right, here we go. That is the hugest beer can I've ever seen.
Oh, I love wood fire.
That thing is huge.
My sweetie ended up buying these things with rocks in it, and these little flames come up. I'm like, come on.
It doesn't really do much, right? It's like a
No.
fire table.
Yeah, you got to get
You
one
know?
of these. With you go walking in like you just got burnt.
Yeah. Smell like it for 2 days and shit.
Okay, so this one's a little bit like if the other one had antifreeze in it.
You went first last time. You should go first.
So you like it?
It's delicious.
You gotta smell it. It smells fruity. No, it tastes good.
I don't think it's hoppy enough for what I was expecting.
I was gonna say it's happy. Is it somewhat like an IPA or?
I think you said American ale. You
I
said
thought
right.
it said wheat American ale on their website.
Oh, okay.
But again, I couldn't read it all because the internet
cuts it off.
browser version of it kind of cut off. So work on that more, brewing company. We want more descriptions of the beer on the internet.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna start with you on this one though. 1 to 10 decimal points.
Me.
Like.
It's good. I think I actually do like it better than the Kolsch. If I had to come up with a name for this wheat beer, it'd definitely be Wheat Me Out, Big Boy.
All right then.
Wheat beer.
No, because it's got a buffet of flavor in there, and then
Oh
Man, that was a good one. I'm stealing that
I
too.
do like this one, and I was about to say it tastes a little smoky, but it turns out that's just a bonfire in my face. So, we'll take one
You
more
sit
sip.
your mustache sitting down.
Seriously,
I have no
guys.
eyebrows now.
Seriously, you got? Is this a prank show? Is this all urine? Are we drinking urine?
No, man, I cracked him. You saw it.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher's gonna come out of the back in a few minutes.
He's gonna be wearing floaties, swimming through the pond. Splish splash. Honestly, I don't drink a lot of wheat beers. Like I never liked 312 back in the day, but I think my wheat beer taste has matured over time. I like this one. I'm gonna go 8.2 on this one. I think it's pretty good. The aftertaste. I mean, Rob, if you try this one, I don't think you'll have the issue with the aftertaste that you had with the Kolsch. I think this is an overall better beer than the Kolsch for sure. So.
Pass that one back over this way. So after you said 312, now my mind sets in the right place here. Now you're saying 312. That's what this is supposed to taste like. No, this is the new one.
Like the yellow 312 box.
Yes.
They got the different.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I like those too. And now that you said that, I'm like, okay, this does kind of taste like
I
that.
just got through taking a whole week's supply of Zithromax, and so my taste buds might
What's
just be out.
what's Citromax?
Yeah.
It's a Z-Pack. It's antibiotics.
See, that might be the problem.
Yeah, my
thought it was
taste
like
buds just
Viagra
might
or
be
something,
suffering from
Okay.
a Z-Pack after thing, whatever.
Well, Tony, you want to try a little bit of this? Yeah. Take
Let me make a
one of the
joke for
cups,
that,
and this
Mike.
is the
I'm so-
Westline.
I'm high from the Zithromax.
8.2. Let's go, Dave Perez on this one.
You know what? I like it. I like it. It tastes more like it's whatever wheat. It tastes smoky. Oh,
We're not going live, right?
you
We're
good?
not going live.
Oh no, it tastes good. I like it.
On Facebook?
I like it a
Oh, we
little
are
bit more
live.
than
okay.
the one prior.
Okay, I just
So
want to
I agree
apologize
with
to my
you.
mom for
What he
watching.
said.
Here you go. Hey, go.
Sorry,
I
Mom.
say 8.3, 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
I like it.
Wow.
I like
Okay. He likes this one a lot. All right. Then let's go. Kassane. He said it
First
tastes
of all,
like piss and
I didn't-
antifreeze.
You lied to me, sort of.
no,
you said we weren't going live.
We weren't supposed to go live.
Well, wait a minute.
These guys went live on me. I didn't know we were live either.
No, it's all good because I want to do an
was
impersonation of
Okay.
my mom
Watching
the
this.
first time she ever watched an episode of this show when
Okay.
I was on it. Matthew, you were saying filthy swears.
How dare you talk about Lucy that way?
Filthy swears. What am I
Filthy
The
swears.
Miller Lite was wonderful.
Okay.
This was a little bit better, so I'm going to give this one a 6.5.
6.5. He likes it a little bit better.
I like it.
After Mike said the 312 thing, it changed my opinion on this because then I'm like, I do like 312, and this actually isn't far off there, but I like 312 better. Sorry, Goose Island. I do like theirs better. But I will give this one a 7.5. The one thing I'm interested about this is, again, it's a 7 ABV. So it tastes like a 312, but it's a 7. So that actually helps it, I think, a little bit.
I heard that's Elmhurst Goose Island right there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Out of the freshest spring waters. You know what? This reminds me of Sierra.
Sierra Nevada, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's better.
All right. Who's got a lighter readily available? I need to open this last one up. All right, this one is an Imperial, a Vanilla City Imperial Stout with Tahitian vanilla.
Sounds
I
like
know you said lighter, but we all know you meant bottle opener. But you definitely said lighter.
No, I can pop it with a lighter.
Oh.
Yeah, I am fancy. Yeah.
Those ghetto Elmhurst tricks. I don't know.
You can't open a bottle with a lighter?
No, I can't.
Oh, really?
I tried once and I got girly hand. Look at my hands.
Just clunk it off my bung, and there it
Here,
is.
this one's very different. This one's very different. We do have 4, so we're gonna do a whole new different glass
Oh
for
my
these
God.
ones.
Oh,
Looks like
man.
syrup.
Okay,
Yeah,
give this to Matt. He's like super afraid of this already. I can see it in his eyes.
Oh, what do we have here?
When you
Man,
name this
don't
beer,
This one is the diet. We fed you piss earlier.
scared.
It's a little bit of a mixture.
Yeah, well, I won't
What
say,
what
but-
is this called?
It's called the 1 and 2 mix.
The 1 and 2 mix.
No,
Is it chewing tobacco? This looks like chewing.
no, it's
it looks like chewing
Imperial
tobacco.
Vanilla Stout. It's
Came
a
out of the
stout.
spittoon.
Yeah.
Filtered it and-
Is this more?
Well, when you named
Yes,
it,
it's more brewing.
It
Yes,
is more
Alright.
brewing.
when you
Alright.
named it, it sounded
they got
like
a really
Kung
pretty
Fu
label
movie,
on
man.
this one too. So if you guys can see this at all, if
yeah,
anyone's
you're
working the
freaking
cameras
Dan
and we're on a tight
Brennan's
angle,
Liquid
It's got your
stool.
sunglasses.
if anyone's on the cameras and we're on a
shit,
tight angle,
baby. Yeah, man.
Yeah, behave. Yeah,
Nutsy.
it's giving me a little tips. I might want to shag.
all right.
You started it.
You taste like shit, man. Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
do me a favor too. Try it and bring it into the tent and have them show the label off on this one. Okay, so Dave,
Oh my
Dave, this
God.
is you, number 1.
What the fuck
I like
is
your
this?
reaction too.
This tastes like Caro fucking syrup, dude.
Okay,
This is.
Give
I'm
us your-
leaving.
give
What are
us
you
your-
guys? I'm out of here.
all right, you got to give us a quick one then, because we're starting on this.
This is not beer. What are you guys giving me?
Can we go negative or no?
Whoa. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Hey, I'll go.
He's on the West Line still.
I like this one better. It's stronger.
Yes.
It's got more of a bite.
It-
So I'd probably put this at like 7, 8.
7.
Probably 8. Let's go
You need
8.
decimal points, Rob. Play the game.
7.8.
Okay, 7. You said 7, 8. Okay, I like it.
7.8.
We're going to the Vanilla Imperial Stout. Everyone looks super interested in this one. Dave Perez, let's start with you.
Oh my God, I'm lost for words. And
That
that's
good. That good.
Um,
Wow.
You know, a respectful Latino would probably never drink this. But I gotta say,
Give me
they
the
drink Modelo.
Give me
so
the
I don't know.
Modelo, man.
Respectful Latinos don't live in Elmhurst either. So.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about over here? I'm Prezzoni. I'm not a
Perizoni. That makes sense. Now that
Yeah.
makes sense here.
It's more of a stout, right?
It is. It's a stout.
It's a stout.
It is.
Literally is a stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do the what's the other stout? The
Porter?
Guinness. and
Okay,
stuff.
yeah.
You know, I
That's
don't
what I'm
do
saying. If you don't like stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
like obviously not going to be your cup of tea.
that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's like my woman. You know, dark and thick. You know,
Hey.
Gotta like it. You gotta like it. That's good. That's good. That's
it's
good.
not as tasty.
Not as tasty. All right, Matt Cassane, what do you think about this one?
Did you give
Tastes
it a
like
number?
shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He didn't even
I
give
got-
it a
oh, yeah.
number. You're like,
Didn't give us that- didn't give us
3
that-
times I used that joke.
You know what? I got to give it a 3 because there's people out there that like. So a
Okay,
3.
3.
It's all right, man.
even 3.
Why
I
do
thought
I,
I was gonna fuck up
why
with
do
more
I feel
sponsorship.
high as a kite right now?
It was all the fumes. We threw a ton of weed in there, and you were sitting over here. It was just blowing right in your face.
I think those brownies have weed in them,
Yeah.
man. Or hash. I don't know. I'm not
want a
too
brownie.
sure about this one. It tastes like plum juice.
Plum juice.
Yeah.
I think your taste
But I
buds are
will-
off, man. This is vanilla stout.
But I will drink it with my pinky up.
You look weird dainty doing that.
I can't drink one. Pinky down.
And then Mike Stricker.
All right, I like this one, and I didn't think I was going to, but I do. Thing is, this is like a winter beer.
Yes.
When it's cold out and you're just kind of
Sorry.
hunkered down, you drink it. It's getting nice
Tastes
out
like
now and
cough
stuff.
syrup.
But what I liked about it is that you get a really nice flavor out of it, and it's not too crazy heavy. If I had to come up with a pun name for it, it'd be a straight stout of Elmhurst, you know?
Straight
Well,
stout
we're not gonna
of
do
Elmhurst.
Compton, because this is not Compton.
This is straight out of Salt Creek.
Straight stout of, straight stout of Salt Creek.
In the summertime.
I think I saw a brewery was making this like taffy beer. It could be straight stout of Salt Creek. But I like this one.
Rob,
This one's
Before I
gonna be a
forget
good score.
too, where's Mike at? We have a gift for Mr. Mike Stricker. Let's not forget
A
that.
gift.
Should I
A
get
couple
my
times
score?
ago.
Get my score while he's.
Yes.
This is actually really good, and you got to keep in mind that's like 12%. You're not gonna get like a
Is it
dozen.
that
of
high?
these.
I didn't look at it.
Yeah, that's
Was it
got, that will
Oh,
fuck
wow.
you up,
Oh,
man.
man.
No kidding.
You know,
Okay.
but the thing
What
is
do-
that
what do we got?
this isn't like
do
you're
you guys-
drinking like a dozen of them. It's like you're getting a nice bottle, you're having friends over, and a little something to share. I'm giving this one a 9.1.
Wow.
It's really good.
He likes his Imperials. All right.
I usually
Stouts.
don't, but this one was specifically
Wow.
really good, and I think it's one of the better ones I've had for more. So great beer,
Wow.
book me. So
Man, we're
Very-
hanging out. man.
That's funny how different everybody is out here. I will tell you, not my cup of tea. I don't typically drink stouts. That wasn't my thing. 3.4. Sorry, Ross. Didn't like it.
Of all the other ones.
A couple months ago, we were trying a marble, and I wasn't gonna get it. And then I told you that they had it, and you said, "I really like marbles. Let me have them give it to us," and they did. And when I told the GM Ross over at Moore Brewing Company, thank you so much, Ross. When I told Ross that you really want to try the marble, he goes, "Well, give your buddy this."
should I open it right now?
Open it right now. You got to
It's his
open it. up.
parting gift.
That's,
And here's the best part. I got a gift and you didn't. I'm liked here.
Throw it in the fire. We need it to roast too.
Oh, let's take
the
a
paper,
look
not
here.
the gift. But
Oh, that's awesome with
That
the
is.
marbles on
that was their marble glass. So we didn't try the marbles today, but
Cool.
try a marble down the road.
Those
I will.
Actually, those look like Benoit balls.
What's the Benoit ball?
I don't know.
Is that the? I don't know.
Laugh, but I know what it meant.
I want to make him.
Marbles what he calls his balls. So they're little, but they're smooth. They're
Yes,
small,
yes,
but they're
cat
smooth.
eyes.
Just Google it.
Those
Just
are little,
Google it.
This is great.
Not in
Well,
front
thank
of
you, Moore Brewing
youngsters.
Company. Thank you, Ross, at
That's
Moore
an
Brewing
awesome
Company.
cup. I'm
For
going
gift.
there just
Thank
for
you.
the
That's
cup.
really
Right?
nice.
Hell yeah,
It's a
that's
cool
really
looking
nice.
cup. Yeah.
Cool. I feel like I can hold it down here. You hold it down
breeze up
here
top?
so that the stuff up here can
Oh,
breathe
behave.
and not get hot, man. So
Oh,
once
you
you get down
did
here, so you
that.
get swamp ass. It'll be
Pump
good.
fancy
So-
toward the bottom.
yeah,
But yeah, not too shabby. All right.
Sweet.
Well, good things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're very welcome. So, Dave, do you
Yes.
want to plug anything you're doing right now?
I am doing a dinner theater starting next month in the city. It's called My Big Fat Italian Wedding.
Okay.
You can go on Facebook or the Dave Perez Show and find out where it's at. Matt, you're invited. Everyone's invited.
Hell yeah.
you.
I'm playing Johnny LaGuardia,
Okay.
the best man to a dead groom.
Okay.
So it's going to be fun. It's an
That's cool.
interactive dinner theater.
I've heard of stuff like that. Like Tony and Tina's wedding was popular years ago.
Exactly. Same.
Yes.
Same.
Right,
So
yeah.
this is running for 2 months, and if it
Except
hits,
this one's
then-
phony.
Yeah, well, because they got a great cast, and then they got me.
And then they
But,
got you.
I mean,
Clearly, it's gonna be good.
So yeah, no, it's
Absolutely.
I have the Dave Perez Show Thursday nights on Comcast Channel 19.
Hell yeah.
Matt Cassane's been on a couple episodes. I'd like to get you guys.
Yeah,
on
we would love to
episode.
join you at some
You know,
point.
I'll
We would
bring
definitely
my
take you up
cameras
on
out,
that.
and we'll tape at the same time we're doing a podcast.
Let's do it.
bit of
We'll show you the new
cross
studio too. We'll
promotion.
get some stuff going. We would love to come out
Absolutely.
to your place and we'll bring you out to ours too. Thanks for coming out, man.
Well, no, thank you for having me here, man.
Absolutely. It's Matt. Matt's always bringing us good people. So,
Dave Perez, man.
yeah,
And he brought me.
absolutely. Mike Stricker, what are you doing? You want to plug anything you're doing here?
Yeah, well, I'm taking bookings all summer, so book me for shows. I'd love to do some breweries. You got any special occasion, I'll make a comedy show for it. You just get divorced, I'll do it. Cool, whatever. Like, I don't care. You celebrate your way. Hit me up, Mike Stricker Comedy on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I like how on the Man Show they had the girls jumping on trampolines, but here you got like little kids jumping on a trampoline.
Yeah. Don't mind that. Don't mind that.
Yeah.
Hey, Theo's out here now.
I'm
there we
I'm gonna
go.
be in Tacoma and Portland with Mick Foley from Pro Wrestling at that.
Woo!
It'll be a lot of
Nice.
fun.
Awesome.
First trip up there,
man.
doing some shows, and
Tell Mick that we said hello.
Mick is one of the nicest
Yeah.
people I've ever met in the world. He's such
We
a
would
great
love to
dude.
get Mick out sometime if you'd like to stop
Oh
by.
man. But yeah, I love doing this. Thank you guys for having me, for all the support.
Right here.
This one right here. I don't know where all this shit's going on. I had multiple drinks. And just appreciate the support. You know, I had my 10-year comedy anniversary last month, and the crew came out and supported
Yeah,
me.
we
and I
did.
really
It was a
appreciate
great show. You did great.
Damn right it was, because it was me. You know,
Yeah.
I know it's a good show. It's my fucking show. You know? But thank you guys so much. I enjoyed doing this and being here, and I hope your place is better. No offense, Rob, but I don't want to look back and be like, we did the better stuff before.
Yeah,
the
agreed.
future will always
Hey,
be better. So
We love the sentiment, and it's going to get better.
cool.
Mecca, say anything you're doing you want to plug real quick.
Yeah, come out to the Arcada Theater on May 1st out in St. Charles.
Hell yeah.
We will be doing a benefit concert raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Awesome.
Some
Great
of
cause.
Chicago's greatest talent, Tony Ocean, Vito Zotto, the Jersey Girls, Nick and Phyllis Hodges, and of course the great Ron Onesti will be the MC. And oshows.com. Yeah, buy tickets on the website, oshows, letter O, shows.com. And then May 29th, I'll be part of my dear friend Tony Ocean's 30th anniversary at the Displains, the newly renovated and opened Displains Theater. That one's going to have the Rat Pack, the Cheap Trick Band, the Dream Police. Very special guest, Johnny Vincent, the guy that sang the national anthem at the Cubs World Series. He got the praise from Lady Gaga. You guys
wow.
He's a big guy, you know.
Nice.
So that's going to be an amazing show too.
We got to get out there and check that out, man. I want to go check that out.
May,
Sounds fun.
yeah, May 29th, Displains Theater.
Cool.
O shows for both shows, oshows.com.
All right,
Get
sweet.
tickets there.
Well, we're going to be coming back and forth here all day today. We're doing a bunch of different stuff on this big rap party extravaganza. So we'll be seeing you here soon. We're going to do some sports stuff. We're going to be getting into some things. Mike Stricker's got to get going, though. We'll be talking here real soon. Buff our banter. Signing out for just a moment. We're back. We got some more of your favorites out here. Second little part of our, actually third part now after this little band portion here, and I don't know how many parts we're going to do today. I think we're going to interview the band here in a little bit. But before I introduce these guys, I did also want to give a big thanks to Chef Jordan that was out here, cooked us up a bunch of food. He was doing a Mexican street food kind of vibe today. Cooked up some steak, some chicken with some chimichurri sauce and some different seasonings on it. Did some elotes.
Roast corn.
Fed us all here.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
it was amazing. So want to give a shout out to Chef Jordan. Hopefully we have any kind of footage. I do have a picture or two will be popping up as we edit this episode.
The evidence is all in our bellies right
Yes.
now. I mean,
The smiles on our face.
it was. He never
And the
lets us
chubbies
down.
in our pants.
He
will
never.
tell you.
I was so hard when I was eating it. It was crazy.
If I start to nod off, I'm having a meat coma.
Yeah, it's a little meat sweats.
I only come for Jordan's meat.
Yeah, it's that's fine. That's not gay at all. So
You're
we're gonna talk some
secure in your
sports. Brandon Ware's back out,
Yeah.
coming out for like the third,
my
fourth,
third or
fifth,
fourth.
sixth time. I don't even know. He's been on a lot of ones now. Tattoos, some Bulls talk.
Yeah, we
some,
did Bulls talk, some
different
Bears
stuff.
talk.
Chris Carlson, Uncle Bad Example. He's back out as well. We're gonna talk
Always a
about
pleasure.
everything sports today. He's got his socks his hat on, and that's a misfortune. You know, that's,
I know it's hard to be
It is
this
what it
close
is.
to me, so
That's fine.
control yourself.
that's fine.
No
That's all right.
fisticuffs.
It's gonna be all right. Then we got Mr. Michael Lubin back over here as well. He knows everything baseball, so he's gonna be talking some Bulls and some baseball with us today. So I want to talk about the Bulls first, though.
Let's do it.
They're very interesting. We were looking to 1 seed right around the All-Star break. We've fallen from there.
It was a fluke.
We've calmed back down and come back down to earth a little bit, but they're exactly who I thought they were going to be going this year, which was a 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah.
They
Maybe
beat the
win a
teams.
playoff series.
They beat
Maybe.
the teams they should. They
Yes.
struggle against the teams over 500.
Zero.
Like really
They
struggle.
have not one win against the top 4
Yeah,
teams
but-
in
Yeah.
each division.
Yes.
So 0-17, I think
Yeah,
I saw.
against good
Ooh.
teams.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not a good stat because you're not playing the bad teams in the playoffs.
No.
That's
So,
true. It'd be interesting to see how it matches up in the playoffs. Certain teams I think you want to avoid. You don't want to drop down to 8 seed because then you got to play like Philly,
Heat's
Heat,
number one.
Philly.
Yeah.
We can't. Yeah. But for what
so if you could catch the Cavs somewhere in that first round,
Or
would be nice. If you
Toronto.
go 4 or 5 with the Cavs,
I don't want to play Boston in the first round
No,
anyway.
no, I
They're
don't
too
wanna
hot
touch
right
Boston
now. Way
either.
too
They're
hot. Don't sleep on the Cavs, though. They're a very
I know,
exciting
but we
young
match up
team.
well against the Cavs.
You're right.
And I think
Yeah.
we could take them in a 5-game series.
I am sinking.
I'm interested to see if the Lakers will luckily not make the playoffs.
He's
'cause
thinking
that's-
like the Bulls started over.
Solid.
There you go.
Yeah, I
If
want
the
to.
Lakers missed out, I would be heartbroken for about a minute.
They're out of. They're technically out of it, and LeBron's not playing for the playoff to get into the get-in game.
Yeah.
They
I thought
officially
they had
announced
5
it.
games left, don't they?
Well, they're in the contention to be losing, not to get to play the play-in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're
tonight's
in their 11th seed right now.
the big game.
gotta
and
win.
LeBron's sitting out. He's got something with his ankle. So
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to play in the playoffs
Nope.
anyway.
His mangina's swollen.
Yeah. Seriously, he's just like, he doesn't care about the regular season or the postseason stats anymore. You know, he's just trying to rack up those regular season stats to try to pass all the some of these.
well, he's got the
benchmarks.
scoring title. That's
he's got the
why.
scoring title.
He's
But
gonna
they
get
got
the scoring title. Yeah.
they got
He's
Anthony
getting
Davis.
close.
He can't stay healthy. So I mean, what do you do? He's
52 or
he's like
53
Mr. Glass. He just can't stay healthy. But for the Bulls, I'm interested to see who we match up against. We don't have a full team. Lonzo's still hurt. I think that's a big
Is he
part.
gonna be back by playoffs? Probably
He will.
not.
He's just started running. They
Yeah.
said. So it'd be nice because him controlling the ball, bringing the ball up, making
Huge.
decisions is way better than what we have.
Defensively too.
Him and Caruso next to each other
Yeah.
on defensive end, it makes a big difference. I'm interested to see what we're gonna do next year if we're gonna sign Zach long term because he's due for a contract.
Max.
I wouldn't give him the super max. That's $200 million. I don't want to pay Zach $200 million. But
Not when you see that he's like a 25 point scorer when you got another scorer in the building.
not when you see what DeMar DeRozan does. DeMar DeRozan is A1.
Yeah.
I'll pay him the max.
Yeah.
I mean that.
But
Zach
can he get a max at this point in his career?
No, I mean we got him for a 3-year, $84 million.
Yeah.
But it shows me like what max money gets you. That's what max money should get you.
Yeah.
Night in, night out.
30 points.
Zach's not that night in, night out. So
He's at that age too where you kind of want to watch where you're throwing your dollars.
Right where
too.
you're throwing your dollars.
He's
So-
slowing down.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he re-signs, we can sign him for up to $200 million. I mean, the cap's supposed to go up. Personally, I hate to say it, but
AD.
Vooch is in his last year of his deal. I might move that contract and get me a younger defensive center. Because that's what the problem is. Vooch can't move his feet.
Can't move his feet. He can't get offensive rebounds.
You know,
I mean, you bring Tristan Thompson in, who's like a fucking ghost at this point, and you bring him in just to grab a couple of
Just
or
to-
offensive rebounds.
Super journeyman.
I mean, that's literally at this point, he can't fucking get you a basket.
Right.
He's terrible on the offensive side of things, but
I like
get you
the
some
starting
rebounds.
four. Yeah, I like the starting four. I want to see Zach, Lonzo, DeMar, and Pat Williams as starting
Yeah.
four. I don't think you need a scoring center at this point.
Yeah.
Give me a guy, I don't know, 15 and 10. Vooch is good for a 30, but he floats to the three-point line. He can't get offensive rebounds.
The other night, he like mid-third quarter, and he hadn't scored a point in the paint.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't, you're a 7-footer, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I mean, they are what the old Dennis Green quote was. We are what they thought they were going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're top 6
wanna
team
crown
in the
'em,
East.
crown 'em.
Yeah, they might win. They're going to be competitive in the first round series. Maybe win the first round series, but then you run into the big dogs again.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
And I'm fine with
that's
that.
what I thought was going to happen is you're going to run into the top 3 seeds in the second round, and you're probably going to get smoked. But
Do you think they're
you
ahead
playoff
of
basketball
schedule?
back in Chicago, which is
Yeah.
Which is
I
great.
think so too.
I think they're ahead of schedule. I think this is best case scenario for putting a team together year one.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wanted to see them sign DeMar. It actually worked out pretty
Yeah.
well. Lonzo's been hurt. Caruso spent a lot of time hurt.
Their GM is on their second or third year.
This is his second.
Second.
This is second.
So he
year.
had all that bad money on
He
the
had bad
books.
money. He had bad
He
contracts.
had pretty much got the roster. I
Yes.
mean,
Yep.
this year they walked
done
in
a
with like
great
4
job.
holdovers from the last year. I mean, almost their entire roster was new
Yeah.
people.
If he could be the GM for 2 teams and be a GM for the Bears too, that would be interesting too.
Don't give the McCaskies any
No,
ideas.
but I like what Bowles is doing right now.
No,
I think he's doing a good job.
he's doing okay.
I mean, he's got to do the same thing, though. He's got to gut all his contracts.
Yeah.
He's got to, start over with his mindset. They're not even running the same defense. They're going back to a 4-3. So, some of these guys don't make sense. They were running a 3-4 before. You have all these defensive linemen. Everyone's like, oh, you get rid of Khalil Mack.
You had to get rid of Khalil Mack.
Yeah,
You gotta
his
get rid of-
contract was
Not enough
gigantic.
time on the field.
You got to get rid of Robert Quinn too. Then
Agreed.
You have his contract
his
with him. It's
contract's
like
too
you
much.
might as well let him go one more year and get you some fucking.
No,
stats.
get rid of him now.
Get
And
rid
get
of
the
him.
draft
Give me
picks.
if you
Gotta
look
have
at
some
that,
value.
Yeah.
If you look
it's
at
gonna be
that-
the highest he's ever going to be, actually, value wise.
the AFC, how all those teams added dual max pass rushers. You move Robert Quinn to a contending team. Move him to the Broncos because the Broncos lost all their pass rushers.
Yeah.
And now in that
Broncos
division, they got to go against
Everyone.
Look at Oakland has 2 pass rushers. They got it's like Max. Is it?
Yeah.
I forgot the Max
I
guy.
think it's Crosby.
Yeah, it might be Max Crosby, and then they signed Chandler Jones. Then we traded Mack, and he's up there with Bosa. That's scary.
Bosa and him are gonna be sick.
It's gonna be so.
If they stay healthy.
If they stay
healthy, yeah.
The Broncos should be contending.
But you're not gonna be able to double team Mac every single play like he was getting.
Who do you double?
Like
Who
when
do you
he was on the
double
Bears,
team?
they double teamed him almost every play.
So yeah, if I have Robert Quinn and he's under contract for the next 2 or 3 years, and looking at what Von Miller got for a contract at over 30, at age 32 or whatever, and Chandler Jones signed, all the pass rusher dollars going up, and Robert Quinn's already under contract. I called Denver and said, give me a third, give me a fourth, and I just build my O-line and get Justin Fields some protection and some targets.
Yeah.
Get him some help.
Because Pro Bowl D end away. I mean, I guess he's old, but for a third, fourth at this point.
Yeah, I build through the draft. Look, Nick,
you have to build through the draft.
You see what the cap. You see what the cap they'll have if they move Robert Quinn this year. On top of what he's already done, they have well over 150 million in cap space next year.
So do you think then? I'll go to Lubin here because you haven't said a whole lot here. Do you think they're going to move him before the beginning of the season?
100% they are. Because I mean, think about it. They traded everyone with the past regime. They traded all their draft capital away, everything. Yeah. So I feel like Robert Quinn, what do you have, 20 and a half sacks? I don't know.
Yeah, it was up there.
Okay, so they're going to need to move him because that's going to be his highest value. Unfortunately, we're rebuilding right now. So I agree with him with offensive line. You protect the quarterback and then build around that. Our offensive line is absolute trash. Bears are known for being a defensive-minded team. We'll build defense for sure. You got to build that offensive line.
Let your quarterback manage.
Sure. And I mean, this is just me personally. I like Justin Fields. I don't know if he's the answer.
Ooh.
I really don't.
I think he is.
I think he's the truth.
I think he is. You just have to build
around his talent.
Like
what the Ravens did for Lamar Jackson.
And
he's not even Lamar Jackson.
I don't think
he's a better passer than Lamar Jackson.
I don't think it's that extreme. It makes me think of when Russell came into the Seahawks. They they had an offensive line and they just ran the ball. I don't remember Russ putting up 40, 50 touchdowns.
He wasn't winning 300 yards.
He wasn't
only let him pass when they were on like the goal line with the only 1 yard to go, and they had Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. That's the only time they let him pass. I feel like
if you take Justin Fields and you put him in the situation that Mac Jones had, where he had basically had okay receiver, but he had 2 tight ends, and you running 2 tight end sets, check downs, and you run the ball. If you put Justin Fields on the Patriots, he puts up Rookie of the Year numbers.
I
agree with that
in Vegas,
for sure.
And I was getting laughed at by this bartender in Vegas. He's a big Chicago Bears fan. He's like Mac Jones. We would have been way better off. I'm like, he would have gotten murdered.
He would have got murdered.
He would have gotten murdered.
Makes me think of that Browns game.
That is not. I'm like,
did you watch 10 sacks?
The Browns game.
8 or 10 sacks that game.
We leave the tackle. We leave the tackle out there with no help.
Yeah.
And you got
Jason Peters or somebody out there just getting murdered.
You're getting murdered by 2 elite defensive ends, no helping. Mac Jones would have got killed out there. So I do think Justin Fields is the answer. I would have liked to see them get him another tight end. Maybe like an Austin Hooper who was cut.
Yeah, he's available.
And give him 2 tight ends, run me some 2 tight end sets, and then now you got your 3 levels.
He doesn't have to make too many reads.
Remember when Jay Cutler was Jake Cutler was in Denver, and before him it was like Palmer in Denver, where they would just move the pocket a little bit, cut the field in half. Yeah. We didn't even do that for him.
No.
So I hate to see Allen Robinson go. I hate to see him go for such a cheap deal. They're not paying anybody right now, but you got to get him some targets. You got to get him somebody to throw it to.
Yeah, I mean Mooney can get open.
Mooney can
get open. He's definitely a 2, but I don't think there's any free agent right now that's a 1 that we can still go out and get. Like Julio, and everyone's like, oh, Julio. I'm like, he ain't a
tank's empty.
He ain't a 1.
No.
And there was somebody else that they were saying to me, and I was like, he ain't a 1 either. I forgot who it was, but
you're drafting him.
You got to draft a 1. That's your only way, though. But then we don't got to pick to the 2nd round.
There you trade Quinn.
You trade Quinn. You get a 3rd or 4th,
and
a late,
package
and you package it up
to get a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I could get behind that. If you could get yourself a package deal to move up to anywhere in the 1st round and get you a wide receiver that could be a number 1, that would make sense to me.
Right.
Because they do have some other nice little pieces with the equanimous
St. Brown.
He's fast, but
I'm saying he's a 3. He's like a nice 3. Pringle's like a nice 2-3.
I've been saying this. I'm going to keep shooting for it. It's a kid in the draft from Cincinnati. He went to Glenbard West.
Really?
Yeah. And he's a senior. I think it's Alex Burks or something like that. Okay. He's like a Cooper Kupp type.
Went to the Cincinnati Bearcats?
Cincinnati Bearcats.
Okay. They were pretty good the last couple of years.
Went to Glenbard West. He's about 6'2", ran like a 4.41. very Cooper Cup-ish.
Yeah.
I would like to see him in the 3rd round, give you that 3-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid put up solid numbers. That'll be good to see. But you got to get Justin Fields some protection.
Protection's over targets for me. Like, I think you got a bunch of these little guys running around. He can move the pocket. He could, extend plays and find guys open on the run. That's okay for right now. I don't need him pushing the ball down the field if we have protection.
Yeah.
Run a bunch of 10, 15-yard routes, crossing routes, and fucking quicks and shit.
Quick deliveries.
Yeah, slants and fucking hitches and shit. Move the ball down the field, run the ball.
Who was Lamar Jackson throwing to?
That's what I'm saying.
Who'd you throw to? So that's what I'm saying.
Watkins.
No, and Marquise Brown. Or just a couple of those small
No 1,000
guys.
yards receiver. Now Joe Burrow, that's a different story. That's a different type of quarterback.
Correct.
He had 1,000-yard receivers. I get it. This is a different style of quarterback, different type of offense. We're not going to be that offense that Cincinnati ran. Since like Joe Burrow went into a good situation, he had no offensive line, but he had way
Still
better.
doesn't.
He got
sacked 9 times in one game.
But
Winning games.
they got the tackle from that the Cowboys cut, who was a 1st-round pick.
Yes. Well, this going into next year.
Going into next year.
Yeah.
That's a different style offense. I think that's what people want to see and expect. But we've never been that type of offense, that type of team.
I don't know. What do you think about having now we actually have a tight end? Like,
Do we?
Is he? Yeah, I agree with Brandon. Do we?
Do we have Cole Kmet?
He looks
no, I don't
okay.
like Cole Kmet, but like I think aren't they trying to add into the tight ends actually into the offense now?
They were you're talking about actually put them in?
You remember like with Mike Martz, we had tight ends and we get rid of Greg Olsen type of thing?
Yeah.
No, we don't need him.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. Cole Kmet.
I don't like Cole Kmet. I'm just singing.
I thought he was gonna. My
he was better.
expectations were
Yeah.
not Gronk.
He has
They're-
flashes.
He has flashes. I didn't expect Gronk, but I expected 50 catches.
I expect like a
A
Kyle
catch.
Pitts actually, like kind of year,
Ooh.
like because Kyle Pitts didn't score a lot though.
Kyle
I didn't
Pitts catches the ball.
They
I know
catches
he
the
catches
ball.
the ball, but they had to feed the ball a million times. I didn't expect him to get like that many catches, but what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
I expect him to look that athletic.
Yeah.
Like I expect him to like go up and like get some passes. Kyle Pitts' numbers were kind of weird this year because at times he was like it was him and Ridley out there.
That's
but,
it.
You know,
No,
it was
not-
like, that was pretty
well,
much everything.
I
but-
mean, but you got to remember, he was out there with Ridley, but Ridley was betting on the game, so he was like, he was stopping his route so Kyle Pitts could get the catches because he had him in the fan.
Found the gambling.
Yeah, that was
Dude, is it certain yet that he was betting on his own games? Or
it
was
is-
he undering his teams? Was he betting on them to lose?
They-
I want to know.
No, he was doing the Pete Rose thing.
Yeah.
Betting on himself to win?
He's betting on himself, but he only bet 1,500, which was a dumb move because if I'm the guy,
Gotta be worth it.
it has to be worth it. But if I'm the guy and you're my friend, I'm going, offense this week, I'm getting 10 targets. Put this money on FanDuel.
Yeah, why is he
I could
doing
just
it
say,
himself?
I could just say
He's
it to
not
you.
doing himself. Come on. He just showed that for the 1,500. He had other people.
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that.
Sure, but why does it?
You don't think any
1,500
NFL
even
players don't do that? They do
I'm
it all
sure
the
they
time.
probably
The locker
do.
room boy was on the phone.
What?
But
Yeah.
again, like, how do you get caught doing it then? Like,
But think about it,
You can't just
15
tell your friend, like, go put this money down on me. I know I'm in the game plan this week to get 10 targets,
Yeah.
and I'm going to definitely get these numbers. Go bet the over on the fucking receptions
Right.
for me and make some money.
I don't know how he got caught.
Going
It's
into
dumb.
college, like college ball, when you go into a week, you know the game plan, like you know the players on defense you want to pick on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if I was going to get touches or not.
Yeah.
So these guys definitely know who's going to get the ball going into a week.
How do you get caught?
I've always thought about that with fantasy.
1,500
With
though?
Fantasy's got to be like
Like,
ridiculous.
Is it like the NFL players do play fantasy football during the season?
Yes,
Can I not,
they do.
Can I not have myself on my own fantasy team? Can I not draft me?
See, and that's
Or can we not say we're betting?
they have to not say they're betting, I guess.
That's dumb. I
Because
can't.
there's no way they're not betting.
Yeah, the NFL just mad because they didn't get a cut.
They want to
Yeah.
cut. You didn't go through the app or something. Shit. Yeah.
Bears record this year. What do you expect? You expecting a repeat of last year?
100%.
I'd
say maybe 6 wins.
7 and 10.
7 and 10?
You can go 7 and 10.
5 and 12.
Okay, you had the Lions, who are now equivalent to the Bears.
No, they're
No, they're worse.
Really?
Jared
They're
Goff
worse.
is still your
Jared Goff is
quarterback
awful.
over there. They're worse. They're
Sure,
worse.
but look at the win
I think the
totals.
Vikings are worse than us.
They got no receivers.
Sure, they don't have, since when did the Bears have a receiver?
We had one better.
Allen
receiver
Robinson
than
was
they
non-existent last year because of him and his fight
Injuries.
with
Well,
Nagy
Yeah,
and injuries.
Nagy.
Don't get me wrong. Mooney's great. He shows.
Mooney's good
Too.
How did Nagy go from an offensive genius to just a toilet bowl cleaner?
I don't know.
Too much stress, and he should have been calling
Everybody's
plays.
offensive genius where you got
Andy Reid as your head coach.
Andy Reid's your head coach. Alex Smith was your
He
quarterback.
looked great his first
And
year.
then you moved and drafted. I mean, he was there when they drafted Patrick Mahomes, but you had Alex Smith in his prime, and You got Andy Reid, who's an offensive genius. I mean, what offense has Andy
Chicago's
Reid?
where offensive coaches come to die.
Sounds like it.
Quarterbacks and
Yeah.
I don't know, what other parts you
I would
want?
like to see some stability at the quarterback position. I mean, I don't want to see a quarterback have us by the balls like Aaron Rodgers has Green Bay,
Yeah.
but some flexibility in there. So
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Let's shift over into a little baseball talk
Yeah, let's
for
do
you
it.
guys. I know you can't wait to talk about a little baseball, right? Or
This fire's getting really warm.
Hey, wait, real quick.
yeah.
Max out Zach Levine. I agree with the $200 million.
Don't max him out.
Sure, great. Then,
Baseball, huh?
if you don't, hold on 1 second. If you don't want to sign him,
do you trade him?
no. Who do you replace him with? There's no one you can replace that kind of offensive numbers.
Oh yeah, I can.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I can.
Give me one example of
mean,
one player.
For the money that I'm going to pay Zach Levine.
Yep.
Go give me
AD?
go give me Bradley Beal.
I'll take
Go
Bradley
give me Bradley
Beal.
Beal. He's going to put up better numbers.
How
play
old is
better
Bradley
defense.
Beal, though?
But is he at the end?
No, he just
No.
signed a contract like 2 years
No.
ago.
No, I mean, is he on the downside?
No, he's still in his prime.
He's not 30.
He's pretty close.
Yeah, but give me
How
Bradley.
old is Bradley Beal?
Give me Bradley Beal for that money that I'm going to pay Zach Levine. I'm getting a better.
28.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting a better NBA player, and
All right, I actually wouldn't be mad about
yeah,
that if
and you put him with DeMar.
Sure.
And then I think you automatically jump a spot or two with that signing. He's that much better than
if
Zach.
you have a chance to even sign Bradley
That's true.
Beal.
Yeah.
After
That's
that,
great.
there's no one. There's no one that can have those offensive type numbers that's coming off a or coming up in a free agency. We're not going to trade because we have nothing to trade with. Vucevic is, to me, I'm not a fan.
Beal trade.
That's
Kobe
what I was
White,
gonna say. Is
you
Kobe
do
White
not
a
trade
bust
Kobe
at
White,
this
and you do
point?
not trade Patrick Williams.
I agree
Simple
with
as
that. I
that.
agree with
yeah,
Too
Patrick
much
White. I
upside.
say Kobe White. I would
Kobe White's expendable, I feel like.
Kobe White's expendable.
Yeah.
He's
He's a nice little spark plug off the bench, though.
And that's what they
Gets the
need.
points off the bench. I love it. And I love him with coming off with like Caruso. Once you have Lonzo back and you get like Caruso
But-
fucking and like Kobe White coming off the
don't
bench
need-
with some of your other size.
I don't need Kobe White if I got DeSumo and I'm starting that rookie deal all over again. Now DeSumo's
Sumo's badass.
He's
actually.
amazing.
he gives me more than Kobe White does. So now I get to use DeSumo on the second year of his rookie deal, move Kobe White for an asset, and then I got flexibility with my cap space. But your White
That makes
Sox,
sense, okay.
your White Sox made a trade last week, and I hated it. Why we trade?
Because Craig Kimbrell was expendable with the bullpen that they have, and they got an everyday outfielder out of it.
They need out. They have bats, and they didn't have anybody in the outfield.
I love that trade.
I was disappointed with Kimball because to make that switch from being like a closer, he couldn't pitch the 8th inning
This
to
is
save
what
his
happened.
life. To save his life.
This is what
it was
happened.
one inning.
Craig Kimbrell, when he was new in the league, he had his best years in Boston by far. His out pitch is that wipeout slider.
Yep.
It's a ball. So the batters adjusted to it.
Yeah.
They make him throw it for a strike. When Kimbrell throws that wipeout slider for a strike, it's a spinner, it's up in the zone, and he gets hammered. So the
you get one
league
in out of
figured
him.
him out.
But
The
you get
league
one
figured
in.
him out.
You get one in and out of him. He got to pitch the 9th.
Right.
I thought like he
They
struggled.
thrive on that tenacity of having the 9th inning.
Yeah,
go.
like what
Liam
is it? Like
Hendricks does it better.
we had him. The White Sox moved him to the 8th inning, had him coming, and he just felt he would fall apart. It was like, dude, it's one more inning. It's like
Yeah.
he has to have the 9th.
Yeah.
Why is it? Why is it like
Closers, they're all messed
It's
up
all
in the head to
mental.
begin with. Exactly.
Because
It's all
it's
mental.
6 outs to them now, or like,
Right.
yeah, the setup. I mean, it's like so
You warm
weird.
up differently.
Yeah,
He's still
I don't
getting
know.
paid the same, though. That's the thing.
So who's gonna have a better record this year, the White Sox or the Cubs?
White Sox.
I just had to throw it out there. I just
Man, I don't
had to
know
throw
much
it out
to go
there.
with.
I'll tell you what, though, my favorite thing is we're all in, guys, and they went all in and shit the bed. They're a good team. They need some playoff experience. They got some last year,
bit.
Luis Robert, if that guy stays healthy, is going to be a fucking monster.
Oh, he's
And there's another guy, a young player on the White Sox named Yoelkis Cespedes.
Yeah,
The dude can
yep.
rake. He's really underrated. No one talks about him. Sox are going to be good. Their bullpen
loaded.
is wonderful.
They're loaded.
They just
Starting pitching's loaded.
They're in
too.
the
Yeah.
sweet spot of their age, too.
Yeah.
They got guys
Everybody's-
that
They got like
are...
a 3-year gap here. I
Here's-
feel like
here's my problem with the White
Moncado
Sox.
needs to keep producing like he did last year.
I don't
My
trust him.
problem with the White Sox is, besides being the White
Tim
Sox,
Anderson's a beast, though.
is
Yes, I agree.
they know what they have, and they didn't do anything in the offseason.
No, they didn't.
They had
even.
an opportunity like, hey, we have a short window. We have a 3 or 4 window span. all these young guys are going to start commanding money. Then we're going to lose, and they have
Yeah.
tons of money. They didn't spend anything. They actually lost money because they sent Craig Kimbrell to the Dodgers, and they sent money to the Dodgers
Right, they
who
had to
don't
pay to
even
get rid
need
of
it.
him.
Pay to get rid
Exactly.
of him.
But they made no real improvements. They needed a right fielder.
This was a
There's
weird
no
year
right fielder.
with the strike and the collective bargaining
Right.
being redone
It's
and
a lot of
everything like
late
that.
trades.
So the chalk is going to remain the chalk because nobody had big transitions.
I mean, think about it, though. Oh, we can't talk to you because we're on strike right now. Amazing how deals happen that day and the next day after
Yeah.
like this. No
July,
problem.
right, the
That's
July
total crap.
trade deadline is going to be a big thing for
Sure.
teams that are in contention. Even more this year because the offseason had such little volatility.
I just feel like if I were a
Oh,
GM,
that felt good to say.
I would totally, I would jump. I would jump and try and
Win.
closers down. Your bullpen. Joe Kelly was great. That was a great pickup. Total great pickup.
The thing with the White Sox was that they lived and died with the 3-run home run too. So they had big droughts in scoring and they
Yeah,
had
they did.
big explosions. So if they can level that out a little bit,
And stay healthy.
Tony focus on small ball a little bit more. They had to have been one of the worst base running teams in Major League Baseball last year. They ran into a bunch of outs. They didn't play smart. So if they can tighten that up, win some closer games, I think they're the chalk of their division.
Get the G spot rocking. Let's rock that G spot.
I feel the division, no problem.
It's up and to the right.
But now you're playing against. All you got to do is win your division, which seems fine. And they got really complacent towards the end of the season.
Added the extra round of playoffs.
Now you have another team that's going to squeak into the playoffs. You have the East Coast, which has Red Sox are great. Yankees are going to be great. The Blue Jays are no slouch. They are the sleeper of the whole league. And then you have the
Stay
Tampa Bay
healthy.
Rays.
How did they do it?
Skill.
They just have
They draft.
Great
They have
organization.
great draft.
Man,
Like,
they don't
what
miss.
the hell is
They
happening?
don't miss.
But like, think about that. If the White Sox played in that division, they're not third place at all. No chance at all.
No.
There's no way they would keep the. I'm telling you right now, Blue Jays. You heard it here first. They win 90 games this year. No problem.
Dude,
90?
Blue Jays were your team
90.
last year. I know you were really big on the Blue
should I
Jays
have
last
gone
year.
to the window?
Yeah, I just feel this is going to be the American League is for sure dominant, but the talent's really spread out, and the talent's not there in the Central
I'm
Division.
I'm going to be very, very interested to watch National League Baseball this year with the universal DH. How are some of those
right.
teams going to manufacture runs?
Yeah, I changed.
it's gonna
I
be
forgot that changed too.
huge. It's gonna be
I
huge.
can't. That's like destroying the National League.
Agreed.
I think that's terrible.
It's better for the gamblers.
It's better. It's better for the
Oh,
game.
I think it's like ruining. It's like
No.
you're a baseball player, you're a pitcher, you're a starter. You should fucking hit.
Yeah, I agree.
Be up there and hit. You're a baseball player.
Who's gonna beat the
Get up.
Dodgers? Somebody got to beat the Dodgers. They got
say
they're,
that.
That ain't
they're the
happening.
Yankees right
What
now.
the Giants did last year, they overachieved.
They overachieved.
Oh,
107 games.
You
Something
gotta-
like
you gotta
that.
Isn't that many?
Yeah.
You got to beat the Dodgers though. The Dodgers are stacked. That lineup is stupid.
You know what though? It's all about playoff baseball. It's a totally different monster, and who stays healthy and who's on that rides that wave.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly right. I mean, like the last 30 games of the season, it's like
and that's
who's
where I
getting
think
hot.
the White Sox really missed the boat because they had those guys coming back off of injuries down the stretch,
Yeah.
and they really didn't manage them as far as at bats and reps,
Yeah.
and they kind of sat on them a little too long, And then they could have rested them the last week or so.
But we can talk about your Cubs. We can talk about your Cubs too. You want to talk about them?
They still play baseball. On
Yeah.
the
No,
outside?
I'm not, I don't even know if I
Oh,
want to talk
man.
about him at all.
I mean, I drove past the stadium. There's a lot of construction going on, but you
There's all
know,
those beer gardens. out
yeah,
there.
beer gardens.
We're gonna be
and-
okay, guys. We just got the guy from Japan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Seiya Suzuki. Wait,
Yeah.
Another one?
Gave him some money too.
Yeah, give him some money. He's
Woo.
supposed to be a good fucking player. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens with him. We got
Okay.
your boy Madrigal. So he's.
Thank you, by the way. Thank you,
I like that
thank you
piece.
very much.
Yeah, I like that piece. And he
That's my return for
apparently
Eloy.
He was on Twitter and actually did a little stick figure sketch
God.
to get the dude from Japan. And he like did a little drawing and it said Nick, and it says like another stick figure says Suzuki, and it had like had them both in little Cubs hats. And he like sent it to this dude, and dude came to the Cubs.
Oh.
So
Okay,
Nick
let's see.
Madrigal is freaking out there recruiting for us right now.
Let's see.
So,
Let's see what he turns out to be.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
see what happens.
I feel like the division for the Cubs
Mr.
is same thing with
2000.
the Sox division. They're just the division's kind of up for grabs. Obviously, the Pirates are going to be at the bottom of the well.
Yeah.
Brewers are always going to be in contention.
Yeah.
Cardinals are always going to be in contention. You know,
DeGrom
The
going
Reds
down
even
for
were
the Mets.
pretty good.
Yeah, he
the
went
last
he's
down.
down for the
Big
month though.
Tatis Tatis is down.
He's out for 60 days.
60 days.
How did he
Padres
break his wrist?
Fell off
His
a
nose went
motorcycle.
off,
He fell off a
right?
motorcycle.
More than once.
Yeah, fell off a
he only
motorcycle.
announced that he did once. He's like, they're like, when happened? When you? He's like, which time? Yeah, he's like, which time? So he fell more than once.
Wait, we're in the stadium the other day.
Jason Williams reminds you of the Bulls.
As a White Sox fan, does that eat away at your soul that we had that
You
you,
had
got-
Tatis?
you had Tatis in your farm system?
Yeah.
And
Bye-bye.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah. Yep.
I do
He's
believe
like
it
the
was.
most electric
Hold
player
on
in
one second.
baseball.
I do believe the White Sox had Tatis not once, but twice.
I think they had him twice.
twice.
They get him and got him back?
Yep.
And
And then
Robert.
Yep. Ooh.
that makes me smile.
Yeah.
I know. The best player in the MLB right now, other than maybe Trout.
You know,
But
sleepers for me, like this year, I feel like we all know who the Cubs are. They're going to be in a rebuilding phase. The Phillies are going to be really good.
That's where I think.
I like the Mets. The Mets are going to be up and coming.
over at the
Schwarb's over there. They got
Yep.
Nick Castellanos.
Oh, I like Nick Castellanos.
They have him and Harper. So those
Nice
three,
role player.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Doubles.
Ooh-wee, that's going to be
Right,
nasty.
doubles.
And they got this guy
RBI
named
guy.
Alec Baum, who was their third baseman. Then this something Stotts guy, some new wave rookie just came out of nowhere, and he took over Alec Baum. Alec Baum's like top 3
Yeah, he's-
MLB prospect or whatever.
Phillies are going to be buyers at the trade deadline if they're in it.
Sure.
Okay.
They got the money though too.
If they're in it.
I don't know. This baseball season is gonna be very different with the DH, like Justin said. I think it's just all American League. The American League is just stocked, and now the National League's trying to compete with the DH. You're right with the betting. They want higher numbers. They want more home runs. Home run sells,
There's a lot of bets going on.
and it's gonna be interesting, but not for the Cubs. Unfortunately, I hate to
Did
say
they
it.
lose 100?
No,
Ooh, they don't
I don't think it's that
hundreds.
bad.
I don't think they're that bad.
No,
No,
so-
80 games.
Anybody out there wants to throw down a little bit of money? I am on them losing 100.
100 games.
100 games.
How many are they playing? 150?
62.
162.
162.
They still want. They're playing 162.
Yeah. Full season.
Even
I
with-
think they're gonna win 80.
Even with the lockout?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no.
right. Right.
They're squeezing 162. You're
In the
right.
lockout season?
Yep. They're gonna do a couple, like 6 or 7 doubleheaders.
Oh, they are. I thought
Yeah,
they
they
lost
no,
the 2 first series.
nope. They
said.
fixed it in.
Oh,
Really?
The Ghost Runner.
It's all about
lose
the money.
7-inning doubleheaders, back to 9-inning doubleheaders.
Did
I-
they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. And the Ghost Runner was freaking 16-inch
16-inch
softball.
softball.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think they have the Ghost Runner. I thought, except for the playoffs.
Nope, no Ghost Runner.
All season.
Yeah,
Part of the CBA.
I think they changed it.
Because that was
It's a lot of rule
that
changes
was
to keep up with
silly.
sports this year.
That
Between
was
that
silly,
and
dude.
the NFL changing
That'd
the
be stuff
overtime
you look
rule.
back on in 20
Yeah.
years and be like, hang on, they did that?
Yeah.
They actually did that? Like, what? I don't know. I thought that was goofy as hell. What did you think about that? Rule? Don't tell me.
Here's no, I don't. You know what? All those baseball purists, which are the ones that enjoy baseball, they don't care about the time. All those people that are new to baseball, they want the betting, they want the home runs, they want to speed up the time, and that's what it is. They're trying to
appease to these.
think about it like the NBA. They can market any player all across the globe. Baseball, it's just not happening. It's just too many people, too many games.
I think the
People
pitch
lose
clock
interest.
is going to be artificial too. You can't put a pitcher on a clock.
No.
Pitcher
You gotta
controls
see
the tempo
injuries.
of the game. Okay?
That's exactly what it is.
So when he's ready to go, he's
Yeah.
ready to go. If you put a pitch clock, what's the penalty on the pitch clock?
Yeah.
Is it a ball?
I think
Yeah,
it's a
what is
ball.
it? Yeah.
I'm pretty
Is it
sure it's
really
a ball.
And
Yep.
How long is the pitch clock?
20. No, that I don't. I'm not sure.
I thought
That's it
30.
being instituted this year?
Yep.
A pitch clock.
Yep.
And it's a ball.
So.
Whoa. I did not know that either.
Well,
I'm
it's
not
making
into
it,
that.
it's making baseball more aggressive, and like they're
I
worried
get
about.
that, but like,
I mean, but you
it was a big moment, and like,
But you
you
gotta-
gotta get your composure again for a second. Like, you get rocked for a home run, and
Well, we-
it's like, I don't know.
we watch games and you see them use. I watched the game last year. I saw 7 different pitchers in one game. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that gets a little ridiculous.
Yeah, they use 7
Didn't they do
pitchers.
that
I'm like,
rule,
okay.
though, You had to pitch at least 3
Finish
guys,
the inning. Yep.
or
Yeah.
3 outs or
That
something like
stayed.
that.
Yep.
I think that's a good rule. I don't mind
that
that rule. Because I think that moves things along, and it's like
That helps.
it keeps it from being like, okay, we have 3 outs in this inning, and we're gonna use a righty, a
Lefty,
lefty, and a
right?
righty.
Yeah. Like, all right, now
I'm
you're
gonna
killing
go
me.
a commercial on every out on this bitch.
Yep.
Like,
You-
god damn.
and you empty your bench too, so if the game goes into extra innings, you
Yeah,
got nobody
do
left.
not-
on
Yeah,
your
nobody
bench.
left.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why you get Anthony
The
Rizzo
double
pitching
switch-
out there for you. Yeah.
Double switches were crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Madden. Joe Madden was a freaking craftsman. He would be throwing weirdo shit going on. They're got guys running in, throwing mitts at each other to play outfield or
Right,
second
right.
base and shit.
Who was that pitcher? He went from pitcher to left field, caught the ball, then went back to the. Or
Horner or not Horner?
oh my God, what was his name?
Grimm, Justin Grimm.
Might have been. I feel it was a starter, but it wasn't.
No, I think it was Grimm.
Well, whatever. It was cool.
But yeah, he was pitched,
Yeah.
and then he went out in the outfield, caught an out,
Yeah, and then went back.
and went back
Yeah.
and pitched.
Did you see the rule for the collective bargaining this year? They called it the Shohei Ohtani rule.
Yeah, where they.
What was it?
He can.
Shohei Ohtani
okay.
rule. If he's pitching, he's done pitching.
He can still bat.
stay in the lineup as the DH.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Why
a
not?
great rule.
Yeah, I do like that.
Why not?
I do like that.
Great rule.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna start seeing more
Two-way?
two-way players?
I don't think so. I think he's a unicorn. He's one of the only
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
agree. I agree with that.
I beg to differ. I feel that's going to be people's selling points for a lot of up and coming young players. They
Yeah, you
want to
gotta
hit left and right. They want to pitch left and right. If they have the ability to do it, then
I
that's
thought you were talking about guys that would
No,
actually be
hitting,
hitters
yeah,
and
and
pitchers.
pitchers.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He's a
100%.
unicorn.
I
He's
thought,
a
okay,
unicorn.
I thought you were saying
100%.
throwing the ball left
Yeah,
and
I
right
think
hand.
that now if I got like
There's one dude who does that.
I know.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
There's a Reds pitcher, Michael Lorenzen, I think, is a pitcher, and he's a pretty good hitter. If I
Lorenzen's a
remember.
really good hitter, and he's a good base runner. He's a jacked ass. dude.
There's
You
you'll
get
be-
more
you're gonna
athletes
see-
then. at
You're
that
gonna,
point.
exactly. You're going to see
It's
more.
happening in the NFL. It's happening in the NBA. These guys are just more athletic and
Yeah.
better and more well-rounded. It's just like the training these kids go through now.
They're playing more
There's
sports.
so many more sports to
It's
play,
the
and there's more
training.
clubs.
That's
and
exactly
after-school
what it is.
programs
It's the
and shit.
training.
It is.
Yeah,
And it's
trust
the training
me.
at an
And
early age.
it's fucking expensive.
You know, with your daughter, yeah.
we got training at some place in Mount Prospect,
Tournament ball.
just a performance training, just to train her to grade her out as a Division 1, 2, or 3 athlete. The training itself, it's an hour training for $500.
For
And
1
then-
hour.
For 1 hour, and they give you all the measure like a combine.
Yeah.
And they give you all the measurables and compare her against athletes that go there and like where she needs to be, and then they develop a program and tell you this is where she's gonna be if she does this. Project it, and it's like, dude, $500 for the test, and it's like $160 a week for her to train twice a week. I'm like, oh, fucking college better be free.
That's what you're bringing.
Yeah, that's what
Bring
you're
on the scholarships.
Yeah. So
His daughter's in varsity track and varsity cheerleading,
Cheerleading.
and she's a softball player, likes music, and
Yeah, it's
she'll
like-
get scholarships.
you just feed them and don't put any pressure. Just like let them gravitate towards whatever. And
Yeah.
They
I
sort
kind
it
of
out.
I kind of just gave her everything. Like, oh, try ballet. Try tap, and then she just gravitated towards softball, and then eventually it was like stuff started to stick, and now it was like, all right, now it's time to as a sophomore in high school, it's like trying to find your niche. But man, like even I never noticed anything about cheerleading, but then I go to the competitions and these girls,
They're
they're gymnasts. They've been doing this since like they're age 3, and you look at them like, man, like just the talent and the strength. But going to the high schools and just seeing the size of some of these kids, I mean,
Hey,
Glenbar
a girl from Arkansas got the ball off the top of the backboard.
off the top of the backboard, yeah. Glenbar West this year, boys basketball team had 5 division. Their starting 5 was all D1 athletes, 3 football players and 2 basketball players.
That's crazy.
And the kids 6'11", 6'7", and they got 3 football players, 6'6", 6'3", 6'2", all of them 220 and up. It's like, wait a minute. Like, and they're playing basketball.
What team is this?
Glenbar West. They lost 2 games.
Oh, because they played Brownie's team, didn't they?
They played Bronny.
They did.
flew
They
Bronny.
lost.
Bronny-
They lost.
They lost 1 game in the state, and the only game they lost while in Illinois was to LeBron James' son team by 1 point.
Yeah.
So you get these kids and they're huge, man.
I did hear about this. Okay, yeah.
I mean, they were beating teams by like 40,
Oh, there
50
you
every
go,
night.
There you go. Yeah, push it in. Try
But
to-
yeah,
Thank
man, that's
you.
the
Dude,
training.
I've been getting
I would love to
burned.
see more kids play baseball.
I just don't think like there's. I feel the Dominican is
I was
just
gonna say they're
they're
bringing them
just
down there,
churning them out there.
and they have the programs. All they play.
But think
put
of
a freaking stick in these kids'
that's
hands.
exactly what is it. What they're doing is they're putting a stick. So
And pennies.
smaller.
Exactly.
You get the pennies.
Bottle
yeah.
caps.
Bottle
Yeah.
caps.
like think about
The
it though,
hand
like,
eye for them, and they're fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
When I was a kid, I used to practice day in, day out, and I did a similar thing. I used to play catch off the brick wall with a golf ball.
Oh,
How
God.
fast it came back at you,
Yeah.
that'll sharpen your skills.
Yeah.
ah,
But yeah, like you're saying too, how expensive everything
Yeah,
is.
it's expensive.
That's why you see some of these other countries and stuff like that, developing these kids at a younger age because it's not as expensive in these other countries and stuff like that. And that's why soccer's a national game.
Yep.
You got some cleats and you got some shin guards.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not hard to play.
Kids are moving away from football. You'll see more athletes.
Hockey.
You'll see more athletes. Hockey's really expensive, but
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be good to see a push towards baseball.
Yeah,
Bring it
absolutely.
back.
That's why I always got bugged at when I stopped playing football in college. Was like, I wish I was in love with a sport that I could play the rest of my life. Like, I'll never get to put pads on with 10 of my buddies at the 11 guys standing across the line. Like, that'll never happen for me. You know, it's like I can go play basketball 5-on-5 at the LA Fitness right now, and it'll feel like I'm playing basketball.
Right.
But or go play tennis or golf or anything else. But I'm never line up with 21 other dudes
with pads on.
And put pads on.
Everybody can play flag. I'm telling you.
And it's not the same game.
It's not the same game.
I was a short yardage back.
Yeah.
Like a bruiser. That shit don't happen. You're going to do it in flag football. There's no place for me. There's no place for me.
Oh, Mike Allstott was my guy.
Where'd he go? Joliet Jr.?
He knows a little bit.
What?
Neck rolling
What?
and everything. Yeah.
The dude's been a beast since we were like in 7th grade.
JJC, right? He went to Joliet Junior College? Mike Allstott?
Mike Allstott did.
Yeah. St. Francis, I think.
Something like that.
That was my guy back in the day.
Yeah.
He was nasty.
Him and Work Done were a combo.
Yeah.
The Bucks.
That was the first Thunder and Lightning, in my opinion. It was like a true 1-2, like pound them and then like juke them.
Now, we touched on football again here. What does anybody think about Brady coming back and Arians stepping aside?
Brady did it.
Brady had to.
Brady did it.
Absolutely.
That had to be the reason why he retired. And he said, I'll come back if you get Arians' ass out.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it, honestly, I think there's something underneath the culture part of it that Arians is like a weird
trying to
dude.
break him.
No, I think he's like a bad guy. I think he might be slightly racist, maybe a little sexist.
I think it's,
Urban Meyer.
I think he's got something underlying.
I think it's the
Brady
way
doesn't
he
want to be involved in the culture.
I think it's the way he approaches the game and talks to people. Because if you watch those interviews, the telling one for me is watch the interview when he does the Super Bowl parade when he's drunk as shit, and he's he's telling his Aaron, he's telling the guys, fuck you, you're coming back, you're not going fucking nowhere. I don't think Brady likes that type of coach. And I think that's what Bruce Arians is. Play for Belichick. Belichick is straight business,
professional.
Where Bruce Arians doesn't seem like it's
brash.
He's brash in the sense of like a fun, loving guy, but he's in your face, cursing you out. He's that coach.
Yeah.
He's not just straight by the book business. I think Brady
ear hole with a whistle.
Right. I think Brady is at the phase in his life and always has known straight business. So if you're gonna take Brady out of his comfort zone, it's like, dude, what do you want me or you want this?
Yeah.
I think Brady has something to do with it.
Absolutely.
But like I said, quarterbacks got the lead.
I do love it for Aaron Rodgers, though. I was like,
Aaron Rodgers
yes.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't gonna win. Love Aaron Rodgers. I hate the Packers. I hate the Packers.
There's nobody to throw the ball to.
Has nobody to throw the ball to, and all the money you've paid Aaron Rodgers and all the wins he has, you've only got one Super Bowl. One Super Bowl. So I work in Pleasant Prairie with all the Packers fans, and I go, you got one Super Bowl. You're gonna pay him $400 million and get one Super Bowl. He's not winning this year. He's not winning next year, and he's not winning the third year of his deal. That's all you get. I said Russell's been the 2, won 1, lost 1, or has he been in 3?
Russ Wilson.
Russ Wilson.
2, right?
He's been the 2. Rookie year, he won 1, and then they lost 1 at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
He wasn't in another one after that?
I thought he was in 3. I think he's been in 3, and they won 1.
I think they were in a conference final.
But even if Russ took you to 2 on his rookie deal, Patrick Mahomes took you to 2 on his rookie deal before you gave him the big money.
Big money.
Big money. Yeah. Well, Deshaun got more now, but you giving Aaron Rodgers all.
Browns.
The Browns gave Deshaun Watson more money.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Hold up 1 second. Sorry to interrupt you. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Patrick Mahomes got a $500 million contract, correct?
He got less per year. He got more overall deal, but Watson got more per year.
And the 500 is not guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like out of the 500, he can earn the 500 over 10, but Deshaun got 263. All guaranteed. It's fully guaranteed contract.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All those cases got dropped.
No, he doesn't get paid if he gets knocked out of his first year. If he gets suspended his first year, I thought the contract's null and void.
So this year he's still on the same deal that he had. So it's like $20 or some odd million.
Okay.
Then he kicks in next year. So there is a clause in there supposedly about like if you
so
get
the organization got like a 1-year float.
They got a float year, but I mean it's still 263 guaranteed.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
But it's Deshaun Watson. I mean, we saw him.
And he had a healthy year off.
He had a healthy year off.
Yeah, your body recovers in a healthy year off.
And he has 2 backs behind him.
Yeah.
He has 2 great backs behind him.
Cleveland was the big come-up team last year.
Yeah. I mean, trade Baker. Get Baker out of there.
Where's
there's no
Baker
takers.
Mayfield even at? Is he even on the team now?
He's on the team. They won't cut him, and they haven't traded him yet.
Not yet.
They
but
gotta get
they're
some-
not
they're
gonna
gonna cut
carry
him.
that contract
They're
with them, are they?
testing the waters, and there's no takers.
There's
gonna
no
be a
way.
backup
There's
somewhere.
no way he's gonna be able to trade when they know he's gonna cut him, and then they're gonna
Yeah,
pick him
they're
up
not
after
gonna-
that.
I'm not trading him in the division. I'm not like the Steelers don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
When Trubisky went to the Steelers,
Oh,
Baker
they do.
Mayfield was like, no.
Yeah, he's probably pissed.
Yeah, right.
See, I mean, you can go to Seattle. Seattle, they have
I'm
Drew
curious
Lock.
to see Trubisky on the
I'm telling you right now, Trubisky's gonna look solid. He's not gonna be a world beater.
He's not going to be a top 10
solid.
quarterback.
He's
I think
gonna-
be a
I
top
mean, he wasn't-
20 guy.
he
He's
wasn't-
going to be the top, at the
yeah.
bottom 30.
What would you
bottom
comp him
80.
Nagy
as?
stopped letting him
18.
use his
His legs.
athletic ability,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
What would you say
not
a
a pocket passer.
comparable quarterback
He's gonna.
Trubisky?
I always say he's Ryan Tannehill.
Oh wow.
I always say he's Ryan Tannehill, and Ryan Tannehill with a run game.
I thought
and-
Jared Goff. I always thought
oh
Jared
no,
Goff.
no.
That's what I was saying.
Ryan Tannehill with a run game behind him was a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill asked to go win games. Not so great.
Nope.
So we saw him go to Tennessee, and you got the fucking best running back in the league.
Agreed.
You got a tight end. You got a receiver. You got A.J. Brown. Just go manage to get a little better than a game manager, but it looked so much better because you got to stack the box.
Yeah.
Derek, you got so now if you put Trubisky on that team with Harris, and he has weapons, and Najee Harris comes out and has a good season, you got to stack the box.
Juju Smith
Did-
Schuster coming back.
No, I think he's gone.
No.
Yeah,
Kansas City.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, Tariq
Kansas,
Hill.
yeah, Tariq
That's
Hill's
so
gone.
disgusting.
So Trubisky, he'll be all right.
I think he'll be all right too.
He'll be all right.
We got to wrap this up, unfortunately. We got the band. We got
Let's
to
get the band
We got some
on.
other things going. Obviously, we could talk all day. But I want to thank you guys for coming back out.
Anytime.
And this won't be the last time because when we get to the new studio, there are going to be much more sports to touch on. Hopefully, we could do a Bulls playoff episode
With a win.
in maybe a month or so. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
if we
let's
get
do it.
in.
Can we do?
Studio going to be located?
It's in Elmhurst. It's about 5 minutes from here.
No predictions for the World
Peacock
Series?
Residence.
World
So,
Series?
Can we do one prediction for the World Series so
Yeah,
I
go
see
for
how
it.
this
Go
video
for it.
ages?
Do it.
White Sox, Dodgers in 4.
Dodgers in 4.
Ooh, I think White Sox get there. I don't know if the Dodgers get there, but I think White Sox have a chance this year. I'm gonna hold White Sox. I put $50 on it on FanDuel when the odds were low, so it's like a $1,500 payout.
Ooh.
Okay.
White Sox, Dodgers.
Okay. I'm going to go off the beaten path. I'll say Toronto. And the Rockies got my boy Chris Bryant. And they got Nolan Arenado. I'm going to go there.
Nolan Arenado's on the Cardinals.
He got
bro.
traded.
Not anymore?
Oh, he got traded.
Well, then KB, I'll take the Rockies out of there. I'm going to still say the Blue Jays. And let me come up with a National League team.
You just can't say the White Sox.
He won't say it.
Just
He'll
won't.
do this.
Absolutely not. I'll go Phillies. We'll go Schwarber. We'll go Schwarber. We'll go Schwarber. You're lucky they didn't have in a fire. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bonfire Banter Rap Party. Let's hear it! In honor of this momentous occasion of us moving away from this set, the place that's been our home for a long time, a very long time, we are moving to Justin's place, so we're going to go out with a blast here. And what better way than with the band that I've been trying to get on the show forever. Eddie, Smetty, the whole band.
Burn an effigy!
Oh, we're so let's go. So should we bring him out? I think we should bring him out. Bring him out. Smetty, come on.
Let's go, let's do this.
Let's kick this pig. Come on.
What's up? Bonfire Banter! You guys ready to party? This one is called Nightfall. It's a song about Dracula or Nosferatu or any blood-sucking motherfucker that came back from the dead.
That's when never did not say
You can back out if you need to, but you got little shims right now, so you have to readjust your shims.
I am not
Might be a situation.
And
And we're back. Burned in Effigy. Guys did amazing in the garage. Last episode here, so we're so excited to have you guys out. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eddie's been doing our mixing and stuff. We've had a couple of two other bands out, and every time we have them come out, you're out here helping us out. Really appreciate all your help in the past. So
Happy to help.
it was nice to actually get you out here and see what you do now. You know, that's what you'd like. You know, that's like your job, I think, to mix music. But this is like what you do, right?
Kind of, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Smetty, I've known Smetty forever.
It's been a few years, man.
So yeah, I mean, and just to have you out there today too, I didn't realize that you were vocals on this thing.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I've been doing vocals for quite some time. It's just, I don't know, I guess you could say I stepped away from it or more focused on drums for a little while.
Yeah.
But it's still one of my passions, man. I
That's
still
sweet. Look good up there.
Thanks, man.
You're rocking
And you know,
it.
I got a killer band, so you know,
Everyone
it's been
sounded
fun.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know all of your guys' names, so introduce yourselves over there. Start.
So I'm Matt.
Yeah.
Microphone. Right. Yeah. They're on a stick. I'm Matt. I play bass.
All right. Awesome.
I'm Steve. I play guitar.
And then.
And I'm Mike. I also play guitar.
So how did you guys all meet? Mike, do you guys do you know some of these guys from before or what?
I've actually known Smetty for several years now. I'm also in another band with him. I play bass in that band.
Nice.
And I met him playing in a different band. We were like, his friends were friends with the guys I was in the band with, so like, kind of like hung out. I was like, oh, what's up, dude? And then like that band kind of died and fizzled up. And then he was like, hey man, like, you want to just come jam with us, see how that goes? And then like one thing led to another. Hang out with him, and then told me about this band and everything, and that's how I eventually
became part of the group.
Yeah, well, Mikey's been he's always been a really talented musician in most facets. I mean, like when I first met him, he was playing drums in a band.
Okay.
And I knew he played guitar, and I knew he dabbled on bass.
Yeah.
So he plays bass in another band, and we had an opening in this band, and I was like, dude, yeah, it was a natural choice because like, you know, being in a band with Matt and Eddie for quite some time, listening to like a lot of the bands that they're like bringing up, and Mikey would always bring up a lot of the same bands. It's like, okay, let's see how this kind of mixes into everything. So I brought him in when we had an opening, and it's been working out pretty well so far, I think.
Seems like you guys are having fun with it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Eddie's getting murdered by the smoke over here.
I'm gonna start crying.
You could move back a little bit, or you can start crying to say that was like an emotional show for you today. We'll see how fast you sing.
Watch out for the tiki torch there.
Low rider.
It's okay. It's gonna be slower. It's gonna be a slow sink for you back there. We'll see if you could get your ass down to the ground by the end of this segment.
Be a low rider.
Yeah, it'd be real nice.
I see a tear.
So we got the tight angle on their album here. You guys give me a little close-up shot. You just come out. Now I got Mike coming around, fanicking. So who produced this, guys? Produced this for you guys? Who knows how to do all this? Because this looks professional as shit. This looks real nice.
So the artwork was done by Martin Trottier.
He tried.
Yeah, I tried. He's Canadian. He was also he plays guitar in a band that we played with. Like I think it was like our second show ever, but they were touring and we got to open for them. That was awesome. Saw they did art. We got him to do an album cover for us. The album was produced by Jordan Beal, who's produced a lot of other like really awesome groups around the area, and does a lot of work with bigger bands like Veil of Maya and I think Board of Us Irish too. But yeah, Nate, his sound is just like really polished and tight, so we knew that was
And you
like
said he's got a studio kind of in the area?
Yeah. And we did the drums at Kiwi Audio, which Eddie could tell you more about.
A little shout out to them, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then you said the rest of it was shot at his studio? And
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Yeah, Glasswall Studios. He was
Okay.
I mean, it was at his apartment, but that was in a couple different places because I think he moved at one point. I just recorded bass over the course of like 2 days, so I wasn't there long.
That's
But,
awesome, though.
Yeah.
So I'd like to listen to it and hear the sound quality and everything else. I haven't gotten a chance to jump on it yet, but yeah, the inside the garage though sounded passionate.
Yes.
To say the least. And I know the neighbors were definitely hearing it. So they got a concert today too, which is fantastic. We didn't even charge them anything. So that was, you guys are so nice. That was so nice of you.
Part of our community service.
Wow.
Wow.
You guys are philanthropists as well.
We do what we can.
Yeah, that's so
Gotta give
kind.
back to your communities.
Yeah. So you're playing bass over there?
Yeah.
Right? What did you have today?
Oh, so it's a custom Kiesel 6-string bass.
Yeah. My
It's,
buddy Brandon was noticing
It's headless, so it doesn't have like the headstock
Yeah.
with the tuners. It like actually terminates right where the frets stop.
Wow.
And it has the tuners down by the bridge, the kind
Okay.
of lower end of it. It's a lot more compact. It was compared to the bass I had before it, like which is like at least 10 pounds. Like this is much more manageable. And it's also got the multi-scale fretboard. It has like the angled frets. Just makes it so like longer scale at the bottom makes the bigger strings makes them feel a little tighter.
Okay.
That's like the feel of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I love that thing.
And then remind me your name one more time, brother.
I am Steven.
Steven. What got you started in music
Steven!
in general?
I started playing guitar when I was like 8, 9 years old.
Okay.
My father plays guitar, and I always watched him jam with his buddies in the basement, and wanted to do the same thing. It just felt like it was so natural. Like I didn't really like choose it. Just like always, it was like meant to be. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always around it. I liked the music, so
Yeah.
I just started playing. I've been playing for as long as I could remember. Really, it
Yeah.
feels like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you always play metal, or did you start with like rock? Or...
Yeah, it was like 80s, 70s, like classic rock,
That's what I
hard
kinda
rock.
figured, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that stuff, Van Halen and like
Absolutely.
Judas Priest and all
Who's like
that.
your favorite guitarist?
Oh,
Is there
Randy
one?
Rhoads. Yeah.
Randy Rhoads. Okay.
He was the one that made me want to like get serious about like playing leads and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, his influence is really, it shows.
Yeah.
It shows in the band, man.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I can hear it. No, I was watching. I mean, you're ripping it up. It was sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of like 80s influence
Yeah.
in my playing, like those 80s shredders and the newer people too. But
Yeah. Even just walking out here, because I was watching most of the set in there, I watched a couple times, and just hearing the drums and the guitar going, I was like, oh man, these guys are musicians in there. It sounded great. So I can't wait to hear the version where I could hear everything together, because it's not quite what we're gonna hear when we get the edited version. So excited about that. But
yeah, it's kind of interesting though. Like as far as like you mentioned like musicians.
Yeah.
Because like as time progresses, you look at like metal from 15 or 20 years ago. I mean, it was still heavy and like rudimentary as for like how metal goes. But as time goes on, you can really tell that like the bar has been raised, a lot higher. So you can't just be in a band, chugging along 4 chords.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, and I got no disrespect to anybody who does that, but in a lot of different aspects, the bar has been raised, and I think as far as this band goes, we like to show our musicianship and
well,
keep
and like
up
you're
with.
talking about these people that all of us grew up with, these Van Halens and all these great guitarists and stuff like that. I mean, they laid, the foundation for like getting a little better. And now you're talking 40 years after that music. It's like you had to raise the bar a lot of times if you want to be anything good, because these guys were 40 years ago doing some crazy shit. And the technology you guys got on guitars and different things you could do now are way better than what they were fucking with. So
the knowledge is out there though now too.
And YouTube and everything else.
Yeah,
it's everybody's fingertips.
Getting replaced by a computer soon.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Eventually, we are. Is usually the first to go.
Yeah.
I gotta work for my position.
You gotta have a badass guitar.
I am threatened by getting automated.
Well, you got to have the bass guitarist to unload the equipment, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. God damn, Rob.
Singers
You
don't-
play bass.
Yeah,
Singer's not gonna do it.
That's why he can make that joke.
I
See how
play
that
bass
works?
with Sir Smetty over there too.
Yeah. And then Eddie, actually, I want to talk really quick too, because we had a cool conversation about your drum set.
Yes.
And just kind of explain the wood on there again, and that like story you're telling me about storage and.
It is burled walnut. It is a Mapex Saturn. Actually, they discontinued it. The other one we were talking about is I have a DW at home.
Okay.
And Drum Workshop in California, when you buy one of their sets, you actually buy the tree.
Yeah.
So they kind of hold on to the tree, and if you ever like want to add a drum or break one, they just pull it from the same tree.
It's so bad.
And
I love that.
Theoretically, it'll have the same timbre, resonance, and all that kind of stuff, density. Pretty phenomenal.
That's
So
such a
you
cool.
actually buy the tree.
Yeah, it's such a cool idea to me. Like when you said that, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Though not only is it going to look the same, it's going to sound the same. Like, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I think Rob was saying they do that with certain cars. Was that, were we saying Rolls Royce or something like that?
Yeah, the Rolls Royces. I don't know if they still do it anymore, but they used to.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me. Every
Same
piece
thing.
of like every tree has a different looking grain and color, and I mean,
It's a lot of differences.
Well,
Yeah.
it's even more ridiculous because, like, what are the odds that you're going to damage the interior of that car?
yeah, right.
And they can't.
Depends
just,
on where you drive it at. I mean, if you like hanging out in Vegas, like
Yeah.
strippers and stuff, I mean,
Well,
you get damaged
you know,
very easily. They wear
well,
stilettos.
whatever
and
you wanna
things.
do, yeah.
Not that I would know.
All right, the stiletto talk will be on the next episode. You can talk about your, bloody shoes and whatnot.
Whoa. Okay. Anyways, let's. So, do you guys do anything here soon? I know that a lot of restrictions are getting lifted, and maybe be able to play some shows again. I mean, things are getting more normalized.
We've been playing. We've had a couple shows so far.
Okay, cool.
So,
how's
yeah.
that been going?
Good response. We're having a lot of fun. Yeah, going out
and
there.
again, it can't be. It's not like you've been able to play that long anywhere public. It's not like it's been that open to be able to go into places, right? And the last couple months it's loosening up. But
that
you
was
guys-
kind of hard for us, and we had to sit on a lot of our material because COVID happened. It's like, well, what are we supposed to do?
You feel like that sharpened you a little bit? Like you got more practice? Like you might have jumped out probably earlier, obviously, had you had the chance?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. It could have been a blessing in disguise.
We kind of had a lot going on at the time.
Yeah.
That was like when we were going through the finishing, like we were trying to finish up recording for the album. We weren't able to finish recording before like quarantine happened. That delayed recording vocals for a bit. And then we had the lineup change with guitarists. So for a bit we were down to one guitarist, and then we didn't have any, though we were already jamming with Mikey, and then shortly after found Steve, and they were just a blessing. And
yeah, it's been...
they were exactly what we needed right when we needed them. We really appreciate them for that.
Yeah,
but
that's awesome.
I think we did like come out a little stronger. We kind of had a chance to sit down and be like, okay, what do we need to actually do?
Gotta take your time a little bit more. I mean.
Yeah, like what we had to come with an actual game plan for everything. Make sure we didn't half-ass the release.
All right. So, do you guys have shows? Anything coming up on the horizon, or is this what we're doing right now? We're getting you guys a show.
I think this was this the last thing that we had booked for a little bit.
Right now,
Yeah. So right now we don't have anything booked. We've just been like reaching out to different promoters in the area.
Yeah, right.
Trying to we've played a couple now with we played some shows at West Chicago Social Club and at Reggie's, so we're
Reggie's is cool.
Yeah,
we played there with Obscura on the 9th March, and that was really fun. So
they put out a great show.
Fests and stuff coming up. There's gonna be a lot more places to play live music.
Really
you guys
nice
will find
your
place there.
Yeah, so we're trying to see like what
a lot of bars and patios and stuff too. Get outdoors. Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're just putting our feelers out for now.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of music going around, but Brower House has a lot of live music in there too. I feel like you guys would fit in.
Yeah. That's like right in our neck of the woods too, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's
very close.
All over again.
All right, Eddie, give us the first signing over there. Is the Sharpie still magneted to the head of it on the other side?
Oh yeah.
Give us a signing. You guys sign the axe. Everybody that's ever been on the show has signed the axe. So you guys sign that for us. You'll be memorialized in Bonfire Banter lore. And this one's getting retired right after this show. So we're starting with a new axe at the new studio. So you guys will be the last group to sign it. Not a whole lot of space, but yeah, you'll figure it out. I'm sure.
Smite's already signed it before, so he's just touching it up.
Oh yeah, he is just touching his own up. I can see that.
Hey,
I was like, what is he doing?
They also
somebody's.
They also gave us this really cool broken drumstick.
That's going to also be in our attic now. We have this open roof with all these lights kind of pointing up at it, and we're going to do like a Portillo's feel of like hanging a bunch of memorabilia.
Nice.
And stuff from different shows. My $1 Million Man jacket's going to be up there. We're going to have your stickers all in our rafters now. So you guys are going to be all over the new studio.
excellent.
So, yeah, anyone that comes over the new studio is going to see your stickers and all of your
All
artwork.
the axe puns.
Awesome.
All right.
We are honored.
Absolutely. So Eddie, how much sleep are you on currently?
3 hours.
3 hours. That's a lot for you.
I think that smoke is killing him more than the sleep.
Yeah. I'm
The
I'm
mixture
going to
of both.
sleep like a baby tonight.
Yeah.
And
Your eyes will be red. There's your bandana.
listen, man, I gotta get off night shift, dude. It's killing me.
Do we have a different marker?
Yeah, this thing is dying.
It's dying. We got another one. It's coming in hot.
Purple.
Oh, there we go. Oh, give him the black. Let's keep it all black. There we go.
You got me.
There we go. You got the beefy boy now. Screw that guy. Throw the marker in the fire. No, we gotta get the magnet off it. Get the magnet off it. Get the magnet off it.
Gotta get the magnet.
Get it off
Oh,
it.
this is big marker.
Oh yeah.
Super Sharpie.
Just for you, brother.
Thick.
So we got Doomsayer. You guys have to help me pronounce the second one.
Artorias.
Artorias. Nightfall. The Empiricist?
Empiricist.
The Empiricist.
Hades, Atlas, Treachery, and Vendetta. All right. Eddie, favorite song on the album?
To play or to listen to? Because that's different.
Play.
Probably Treachery. That one's
Treachery.
pretty fun to play.
Okay. So you're the drummer. If you want to hear a sick drum set.
Well, that one's actually pretty chill to play.
Oh, it's free. Okay.
Hades is probably my least favorite to play. If you're looking for like hard drumming, that one's in
Okay.
5/4, and it actually jumps between many different time signatures. Most people don't know, like most common music is like 4/4.
Okay, so you have no idea
This
what
has
that
one
means. Different
extra
language
beat
than me.
in that part, so it's
Gotcha.
instead of counting to
a little
4.
faster. Yeah.
Well, no, not.
You're hitting 5 beats in 4 seconds, kind of thing. No.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go with that.
Instead
Yeah,
of
sure.
4, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're counting to 5, and
Yeah.
it's an odd feel.
Yeah.
So it's challenging.
Rounded numbers are nice.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And then, Smitty, what are you thinking about favorite song to listen to on your album?
Oh man, that's like saying, who's your favorite kid, dude?
Yeah,
You
I know,
can't-
but I want
yeah.
you to murder the rest of your kids and pick one right now. It's like that moment when she's like holding Macaulay Culkin there, and then
And
she
the good son.
Yeah, she just says, like, "I know you're a shithead. You got to go."
Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow. See, I was talking shit about your things.
Oh
and I
man.
got that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's really tough
No,
because
no.
What, your
Like-
was it Kronos who's eating his kid in the picture? Yeah, you're him.
There you go.
You got to pick one.
okay. I have to say Vendetta is probably my personally my favorite.
Okay, see, I knew I could get an answer out of you.
That's just because the lyrical content is it's kind of personal to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like.
makes
I mean,
sense.
like
You
it's
being
probably
a
one of our
vocalist
softer
here, yeah.
songs on the album. It's like a rockin' tune, you know,
Okay, yeah.
more rockin' than metal. But but it's a fun tune. I really like it, and the lyrics are about murder, and it's a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
it's
The
kinda
lyrics
like,
are murder, but it's a lot of fun.
well, it's like a play, like I don't know, like when I wrote it, like yes, I was thinking like ooh, bad fucking thoughts, but like at the same time, like after I was done writing, and I was like, you know what, man, that's like about murdering a part of yourself. So
Yeah, okay.
so it kind of turned,
some
it kind of
symbolism there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
It's a
when I was
metaphor.
done writing it, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, man, it's like looking into your soul, kind
I
of
like it.
thing. So that song is pretty much that's why that one I'd have to choose for sure.
I don't know if you have, but I don't think it's been
I
on
think
camera.
that might be me.
If you think you have, oh no, you said on the wrestling one. You did sign this.
I did or didn't?
I think you did on the wrestling one.
Okay.
If you
All
think
right.
that's you, I think you did sign it on the wrestling. We passed it around the
I mean,
wrestling.
that looks like something I would scribble.
If you want to do a little something next to it, I'm pretty sure.
I will
If you think
put-
it's you, it's probably you. I mean,
I will underline it
there you go.
and do a little star.
There you
'cause,
go. Boom.
this
That one's
marker doesn't
feeding
work
too.
either.
That one's feeding too. That's why you guys are taking so long to sign the damn thing.
There we go.
There you go. All right.
And the name of the album, what does that mean?
Rex Mortem.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I thought it was just a self-titled album. I didn't see it. Okay, yeah, okay. My bad.
You want to explain that one, Smed?
Yeah, when like just when I was writing the lyrics, a lot of the stuff it was like like the guitarist at the time was like writing a lot of like neoclassical stuff, and he was like it always made me think like elegance and like like regal monarchical fucking dictatorship kind of cool shit.
Yeah.
Almost like Edward the Longshanks and Braveheart kind of sort of like like that's just kind of like what I envisioned in my head, and so like there's a few songs on the album that have to do with a tale that we're telling right now. It's going to be over the next couple albums, but it means King of Death in Latin.
King of Death.
Yes.
That's badass.
So.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that regal.
Yeah, like the I don't know, like the guitar is just the neoclassical kind of influences on it.
Hell yeah.
Really tie it all together.
For sure. Well, you guys got anything else back there, Rob? You got anything for me? I want to say thank you and Jess for this amazing era at your house and letting us film here for so long, and being such gracious hosts this whole time. Really appreciate it, letting us ruin your backyard and take over your workspace and do this here for so long. So thank you so much.
It's been fun. It's been fun. So
We've grown out of this shell though a little bit. We're ready for the next stage.
yeah,
We're ready for something bigger,
greener
and
pastures,
brighter.
brighter,
Literally, it's much brighter in there.
fancier, more Ks. We're gonna
More
be
Ks.
yeah.
So many more Ks we're gonna
no
have.
more
How many Ks?
How
no
many
more
Ks can we
4K. We're gonna be doing. We're shooting
Like 6,
6K.
8. We're thinking 16 Ks at some point.
16K?
I'm thinking a ton of Ks.
That's it.
All the
16
Ks.
of them.
As many Ks as we can fit in this.
Is that like hyper
Over
reality
3,
at
that's
that
for sure.
point?
Over at least more than 3.
More defined than your eyes can see.
Yeah. Is that like hyper reality, like beyond real at like 16K
Dude,
or something?
there's so many Ks. Fun Fire Banter, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for coming out and keep stoking those fires. As always, thank you guys so much for playing tonight. Thanks for watching the episode. Thank you to everyone that's been subscribing, liking, commenting. Keep doing that. It means the world to us. Did want to say thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. York Furrier. If you're looking for fine outerwear and furs, go check them out in Elmhurst, right on York Road. More Brewing Company. If you're looking for interesting, creative craft brews and food, go check them out in Villa Park and Huntley. JPL Landscaping and Property Services. They've given us this fantastic firewood once again, so they're going to be keeping us warm for quite a while. Thank you so much, Jim. Mike's and Casey's Meat Markets. Well, we love their meats. That's as simple as it gets there. Thank you guys for your support as well. Jay and Jill Create, you guys are part of the family. Really appreciate everything you've done for us. Claremont Collections, the most impressive private car collection in the city. It is a museum. Go check them out. Consume cannabis. If you're going to consume cannabis. And then Angel Fancies is our newest sponsor, giving us this fantastic new sign. Check it out. Beautiful stuff. She does custom signs, shirts, everything else. Anything you need printed, check them out on Spring Road in Elmhurst. And as always, the Basement Boys. We love you guys. Bunch of crazies there. We love them. Bonfire Banter, keep watching. Thank you so much, everyone, supporting us. Keep stoking those fires.